5,000 fastest growing company list. Because of the software, so many people are using it. Shopify loves it. It's crushing it. So it's a win-win-win situation. Now, I'm going to keep the slide deck open to the left-hand side because I have nothing to hide here. A lot of people try to open it all the way up. So you can't see the other slides. I could care less. You're going to see all the slides. So let's just go through a couple of things because we are going to build your store, but I am going to show you all the different ways it could be done. There's different types of vendors. There's different types of products. There's different types of stores. And you're going to figure out what's the best for you. So first things first, a lot of people ask why Shopify and why not Amazon? That's the number one question we get. A lot of you in here typically are I'm thinking about doing an Amazon store. And I saw that if I give someone all this money that they can just automate this Amazon store for me. And I think we've all seen that and heard about that and know where that road leads to. The fact remains that Shopify has been blowing up for years. And they're breaking records. Every Black Friday, Cyber Monday that comes about, they break records. And it just gives you control over your store. With Amazon, you don't have any control over your store. You're subjected to all of Amazon's rules and regulations and pack fees. And I'm sure you all have seen it when you shop on Amazon, that under the product that you're buying, Amazon will recommend other similar products at better prices. That is that person's competition. Sorry, I don't want Amazon marketing my competition with better prices underneath my product. That's not how you win. So that's why I decided to go with Shopify so long ago. And this is a fun fact I saw in Forbes. It's they're calling Shopify the invisible selling machine. And they say 1 in 3 people buy from Shopify stores, but they don't know it. Because when you have a Shopify store, it doesn't say on the front page, this is a Shopify store. It's just so-and-so's whatever store, right? Apparel store, gadget store, jewelry store, possum store for dog stuff. It's the invisible selling machine. And if you go back and you look at the data of e-commerce, there was this huge boom in 2020 when people started, having to stay home. And that boom has just kept happening. It's going up and up and up and up and up. It's not like a wave that crashes because so many people started shopping online that never shopped online before because they had to. And then they realized, oh, this is actually better. Oh, I can get better deals online than I can at Walmart or whatever store it is down the street. And so it's holding steady. So I still feel like we are in the infancy of e-com, and every year just new cool things make it even better. So it's an evolving thing. And again, I just want to remind you all, there's a lot of slides. We're going to go through a lot of stuff, but I want to teach and then I want to do, right? We want to consume and then we want to take action. You need both. So we're going to build your store. It is going to be free with the AI. You just got to get your Shopify account. I want to disclaim that. Shopify does charge after 90 days. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to prove to all of you that by the end of this webinar, you can have an e-com business with products loaded on it, up and running, ready to go, ready to start taking orders. You could legit message your family members and friends and ask them to be your first customers, even if you don't have any experience. AI is a beautiful thing. It's a scary thing in many aspects, a very scary thing. But in regards to business, it's absolutely incredible, what it can do. And I do want to say that this is not something that is magic. This is not get rich quick. This isn't guaranteed, oh, you're all going to make sales. I don't know what the heck you're going to do. We just build your store for you and then try our best to teach you how to use it and traffic strategies. I don't know what you're going to do. And I want to be upfront in that you do have to do something. We're just taking a lot of the work and the tedious stuff out of it, which stops most people. So a lot of people that get started in this, well, how soon can I make money? I was like, well, I don't know. I know that you could have your store up and running in 20 minutes, 30 minutes and message people and ask them to be your first customer, but that's not real income. That's people making test orders and, oh, I'm your family member, I want to be your first customer. But that is how quickly you could be up and running. So what we're going to do is we're going to build and launch your store with the AI system. It's going to pick proven products. Now, how do we know these are proven products? I'm an investor in some companies that are logistic companies that do e-commerce. I get private product feeds from some companies that are their top selling products. And those are for me and to share with the people that I teach, right? And so what we do is we have our system go in, cherry pick those products month to month, and those are the products that we load on the new stores. So when a store is designed, it's got proven products on it from this product feed. And we're not going to AliExpress to 50,000 pages of products and going, any, mini, mighty, mo. Oh, this one looks cool. These are legit products, okay? And you're going to get access to these vendors as well. And they're free. They're free vendors. Like, you don't have to pay to use them, and they're in the United States. Now, if you're in Australia, Canada, Mexico, UK, wherever, Sweden, it doesn't matter. It's a good thing that these are in the US because it means that you can get fast worldwide shipping, whereas from China, things are, really messy with shipping. So being in the US is a good thing, but it ships worldwide. So you can do this from anywhere in the world. There will be no investment in products. So you're not going to have stuff in your garage or anything like that. It's drop shipping. And, for the most part, it's fully automated. Like the way everything will run is fully automated. So here's what we're going to do. On this webinar, step one is we're going to talk about launching the automated AI built store. Now, AI is not running it and getting you sales and all that junk, okay? Like we're not there yet. That'll be epic one day if it happens, but we're not there yet. Then we're going to talk about what types of products are winning because, listen, you don't need just the products, the 20 products or so that we load on your store. You need to evolve and always be putting more hot products on your store, right? You don't want to fall behind because there's always something bigger, better, newer. You're going to get access to a lot of free training in the AI store builder. And then again, I do weekly live trainings every single week. Like a lot of you get on them. And we just learn. I just teach you what's going on. So that's what's going to happen here. So about 20 minutes, your store will be up and running. Now, this webinar is not going to be 20 minutes, okay? It was going to be 20 minutes, and then it turned out to be me getting excited and like really digging in as a nerd and putting together a bunch of stuff to teach you. So when you get started with the AI Builder, it'll do it in about 20 minutes. All right, so Mythbuster. This is not drop shipping from China, okay? We're specifically working with US vendors. However, there's nothing wrong with China drop shipping sometimes because the products are super cheap and your margins are much higher. But there will be different times of the year where you might say, hey, I want to get this product from a vendor in China because shipping times are faster, margins higher. But around the holiday season, I want to use the US vendors because they're going to ship much faster, and that's super important. So a couple of myths we're going to bust is drop shipping is saturated. No, that's probably the dumbest thing that I've ever heard. There's always new products. There's always new things. There's always new people buying things. It's impossible for this to get saturated. There just will always be buyers online, right? So I think that's kind of an uneducated comment. And you can only use Shopify from the USA. Nope, it's worldwide. You need a big budget to get started. Not true at all. As a matter of fact, if you go blow a bunch of money on ads out of the gate, you just have no clue what you're doing. You should be, if anything, $5 to $10 testing on an ad because we're selling cheap stuff with high value perception, right? So we don't need to spend a lot of money on ads. Computer savvy, back in the day, yeah, if you were building your own store, for sure, you probably need to know your way around the computer. Experience with business, you don't have to be a business connoisseur to do this. You're legit gonna have a store with some cool products on it that you can promote to people. I mean, it's really that simple. And of course, shipping times are much faster now. So here's what I've always done. Here's what I've always taught. Here's what's worked for me and for so many other people. Is my secret has been building flexible stores. And many of you that follow me and have been on my trainings know I preach this. But we're going to talk about niche stores later on too, because niche stores can be great. And gifting stores, like gift giving, gift buying stores are really great as well. So we'll talk about those. But we start everybody with a flexible store because flexible stores allow you to sell anything and everything, right? This chair that I have, you can't see the back of it, but it's got like a spine on the back of it and it flexes with my back. So whichever way is comfortable for me, the chair moves. And your store is going to be a lot like that. Whatever the market's demanding, what the market wants, what they're most comfortable with, you can put on your store. If you got a store that just has one type of product on it and ain't nobody want that product, well, your store is worthless. So we want these Walmart style, Amazon style, big box stores so we can test. Then we test and we find what's working. Then we can branch off to some niche stores. For those of you that don't know how drop shipping works, this is a OG graphic right here. You got your store, customer comes and buys something, you get paid immediately. Then our suppliers that are connected to your store see the order, ship it out automatically to the customer for you. They handle returns and all that stuff themselves as well. And you collect money. They charge you what the cost of goods is. So if I'm selling this coaster and I sell a set of these for $10, but my vendor is charging me $2 for it, I get paid $10. My vendor hits my credit card after they ship it out for $2. I'm left over with $8. And that's how it works. All right, so why are we building your store completely free? If I haven't said this enough, I want to be very, very clear on why we do this free. Other people charge $10, $100, $500, thousands of dollars, and they have their own versions of AI builders. Ours is awarded by Shopify, actually. We got like the most innovative award for it. But the truth is, in full transparency, is like Anthony said, he got started in affiliate marketing back in the day. It's their affiliate program. I'm one of their top affiliates in the world. So is Anthony. I have been since like 2015, so almost a decade. And they pay us. So I stopped everything I was doing years ago and said, this is a great way to make money, but give away free value. And no one else is doing this. And I'm willing to bet that it's so different and it's so real and it's actually free. People are going to jump all over this. And I'm going to destroy everybody trying to sell something. And that's what happened. That's why we ended up on the Inc. 5000 list. But just to show you how it works in full transparency, if you were to go to Shopify's website, they have a affiliate program. I'm actually featured on one of their affiliate pages because I'm their top affiliates. They asked me to film a video, but whatever, there I am. But right above it, you'll see that there is a little link that says affiliate program, okay? And if you were to click on that link, anybody can do this. You could see that you can earn commissions by referring merchants. But if I just refer you to Shopify, say, hey, sign up for Shopify, you ain't gonna do nothing, right? You're gonna be like, okay, well, what do I do? And you're gonna cancel. I don't get paid unless you keep your store for 90 days. So what I do is I build your store, put products on it, and I train you. And I'm willing to bet on me that I'm going to be good enough at what I do that you're going to love your store 90 days from now, and you're just going to keep running your store. But this is their commission structure, right? So this is exactly how it works. It's front-facing on their website. There is no catch. That's how we make money off of this, and that's why it's free. So we get paid.
I think, Adrian, go back to that slide real quick. I just want to show everybody something. Do you see how young he looks in that slide, in that picture? This is how long we've been doing this. You look about a decade younger in that video that you filmed, because we've been doing this for so long. It's at the end of the day, like, this isn't new for us, right? This is a new. Adrian's always been an affiliate. This is a new concept for how can we get people started with Shopify, but empower them and give them the tools and the things that they need out of the gate so that they actually get value out of having a Shopify account, right? Instead of it just sitting there and then you cancel it. One thing I do want to mention, because I'm always watching the chat and all the things. I think all of you should take notes. I've been doing this for 20 years. And I think it's blurred, but I take notes. I have a pad and a pen with me on every single webinar that we do. And I'm the one doing it. So that means I pretty much already know most of it, right? But there's always little things I'm learning. So all of you should be taking notes on this because it is something that there's so many little things that you'll learn along the way with this that'll truly help you. So please take notes so that you're focused and you're actually, learning something on here. And obviously, Adrian, I'll let you take back over now that we've pointed out the fact that you've been doing this for at least 10 years because you look like a baby in that video.
I feel like I'm aging well. I take lots of peptides. I don't know what they are, but I take them. But yeah, look, I've worked with Shopify for a long time. I've been going up to their headquarters. I'm friends with Harley, is the president of the company. They follow me on Shopify. They follow me on Instagram. I'm very close with them. I'm not a guru that jumps to crypto, then to Amazon, then to Shopify, then to whatever all the stuff is. I just do what I do. Now, also, truth be told, many of you know, AI Store Builder is free. You get to build your store with it. We get paid a Shopify commission. We do have other things that we offer that do cost money. We have services and softwares and stuff like that. That's additional ways for us to build our business. How many of you in here are okay with that and understand that we are a business, but we're building your store for free. We're giving you the AI. Put yes in the chat box if you're okay with that, because I want to be upfront. We are a business, right? But we do as much as we can for free. And this is how we build your store for free. So we get paid by Shopify. You don't spend a dime to have your store built, products loaded, connected to vendors. That's how it works. Now, the next thing is, how do you know who's legit and who's not? Because you've probably seen a gazillion ads copying mine that start out with, don't buy courses, stop buying courses. Everybody's copying my ads that does that. And then they go off and they don't offer, everything for free, or they don't really fulfill the full promise. And I've been talking with Shopify about that too. People just like legit copying word for word what I say. It diminishes their affiliate program and what I say and what I do as well. So then I have to do slides like this. Like, how do you know that we're legit? Well, a couple of things. Like I said, I've been with Shopify for 10 plus years, running an e-com business, but also as an e-com affiliate and partner there. Fastest growing company, 424. And then Shopify, that little blue Shopify award there, you can't read it, but that's the award for most innovative commerce coach in the world. And if you just go to shopify.com and look around, you're going to see young Adrian there everywhere. You'll see me with a beard, without a beard. I've done accelerator programs for them, print on demand courses for them that they put inside their, their dashboard. This is their education partners part of their website. I was the first and only course ever approved by Shopify, listed on Shopify.com, for a course I created back in the day. So, I mean, look, I've just been there a long time. I'm close with Facebook. I'm all over the place. I work with lots of people. Cool. All right. So, we want to keep you from accidentally overspending on a Shopify store. So what we're going to do is we're going to save you, and we're going to make sure that you do this the right way, because Shopify has different plans. And a lot of people go to Shopify and they're like, okay, do I get the basic plan, the advanced plan, and they're very tempting. It's very tempting to go get the more expensive plan if that's within your budget. I used to preach getting the most expensive plan because in my mind, I was like, okay, I'm going to get the best plan because I plan on winning. So I'm just gonna go ahead and pay for the best plan up front because I can afford it. But now I'm realizing that may not have been that smart, because you don't need it until you scale and you're running a bigger business. So why waste the money? Use the extra money on running your business, right? So the store is going to kind of look like this. This is like the home page of the store looks like. If some of you don't have it, some of you may. And there'll be different products on it. And again, I just like to remind everybody a gazillion times, it's built for free, because you'd be surprised at how many people just don't listen. Okay. If you don't have a Shopify account right now, then we can't build your store. You must have a Shopify account. And so on this training here, we're going to make sure that you get your Shopify account, because we're actually going to go through, you're going to have access to the store builder, all the stuff. And the idea here is for you to get off of this training with your store built. That is our goal. All right. And right now, Shopify has a $1 trial for 90 days. Sometimes it's $1 for 14 days, for 7 days, whatever. They always are changing it. So who knows what it's going to end up being. So what we're going to do is I'm just going to walk you through exactly how this is done. Okay. All right. So there's a link right here. It's the bottom of the screen. You can type that link into a different browser window, and you're going to go to step one, which is a page. It's got another video of me on Shopify.com, and you're just going to put in your email address that you'll be on Shopify.com. So you want to do that right here, right now, if you have not yet done it, because this is the part where we set up your account so we can get started building your store. And from there, you're going to have options like what type of vendors and what type of products.
Hey, Adrian, let me interrupt you for just 1 second, because I want to make sure everybody realizes something. I have put the link in the chat. So the link to get this done is in the chat. I've also, you might see a button that's popped up in the webinar software here that just says join now or trial now or something. It probably will be towards the bottom. For some people, it'll be on the side. It kind of moves around. You can also click that button to go here and get this trial. And I want to be very clear about something, okay? 2 things. So I want all of you to pay close attention. Number 1, you have to get a trial in order to move forward with this. So even if you already have a Shopify account, if you got a Shopify account from somebody else, somewhere else, all these things, when we build your store, it would overwrite anything on your store anyway, because you can only have 1 store per Shopify account. So we require you to get a new Shopify account with us, okay? Because we've told you, we've been very clear, like, this is how we make our money. This is how we get paid. And so we need for you to actually have a Shopify account that you got through our link, which, as you can see, is right here on the screen. So you can either go to the URL, click the button, do as you please. But you have to get the trial. Number 2 is you have to get it right now. And let me tell you why. I told you we're doing something totally different. This is not like any other webinar that you've been on. This is a application webinar where by the end of this webinar, we're building your store. Well, what we're going to have you do is go to this link, get the trial, and then in just a second, I'll show you what we want you to do after that, because my team is going to be standing by to start building your store builder accounts. Okay. So we have to verify that you got a trial, and then we build your store builder account for you. I'll show you how that works in just a second. Let's go to the next slide, Adrian, because it's really important. You guys understand you're going to get 20 hot trending products loaded onto your store. So once you get this Shopify account, we're going to build your store, and we're going to load it with 20 products that Adrian has handpicked. Okay. Now, remember, the trial is $1, guys. It's $1 for 90 days. So you're not paying but $1 for this, okay? It's not like you're paying thousands of dollars or anything like that. It's $1, okay? If you're serious about doing this and you really want to have a Shopify store and you want to take advantage of the thing that we're doing for you for free, this is what you need to do, right? So you get 20 hot trending products. The process works kind of like this. Let's go to the next slide, Adrian. The first thing you're going to do is you're going to go to the link that you see on the screen, or click the button that might be on your screen if you see it. And you're going to get the $1 trial on the basic plan. Do not get the more expensive plans. Do not upgrade. Do not go through any of that kind of stuff. All you need to use the store that we're building for you is the basic plan. It's $1. Okay. Now, when you're finished and you've got that, all right, what we're going to ask you to do is email us. Let's go to the next slide, Adrian. We're going to ask you to email the receipt or a screenshot that you have the $1 basic plan and the receipt that you got it today to this email address that you see on the screen. It's help@morrisonsupport.com. Now, I want to be very clear. This is super simple. You're going to the link. You're signing up for the $1 trial, not just the free account, the actual $1 basic account, okay? And then you're simply sending us your receipt to help@morrisonsupport.com. When my team gets that receipt in that inbox, they're going to reply to you and tell you they got it, and they're going to start building your store builder account. This is important that you do this now, because my guess is you got on this webinar, you want to actually be able to build your store live with us now. How many of you wanted to build your store like while we were on here? Just say yes. Okay. All right. I see the yeses coming in the chat box. Very good. So if you want to build your store with us live on here, you actually have to have a store builder account. To get a store builder account, you are going to have to send us the trial, like the verification that you have the proper type of Shopify account to even use it. So Adrian's got a video. I want to preface this. We used this video in the past. We were doing a little challenge. We were trying this out before we did this webinar. And so the video is from something else. But the point is this video walks you through how to sign up for a $1 trial and make sure that you get the basic plan, okay, the correct plan. And then, of course, shows you what to send us an email, like a screenshot of, so that we make sure that we set up your store builder account while we're live on this webinar. Because in just a little bit, once my team gets that account set up for you, we're going to literally give you the username and password for it, so that you literally go in and the store can get built. but you have to have this first. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to let Adrian go through and play this video one time, and you guys can watch step by step exactly what to do. We don't want you to end up spending a ton of money on Shopify. We want you to get the basic plan. So that's why we filmed this video. You may hear some things in this video about a challenge and stuff that has nothing to do with this. Just focus on the steps that it takes to get the correct Shopify account, and understand that we're only going to spend about 10 minutes waiting on you guys to do this, because it should only take a couple minutes for you to do it. And we want to make sure we get through the rest of the webinar so we can actually build your stores. But you have to do this first, okay? Does everybody understand that? Just put a yes in the chat box if you understand. Okay, very, very good. If all of you are going to the link right now to get a new basic $1 trial to Shopify, just type the number 1 in the chat box for me so I can see that you understand that that's what it takes. Remember, if you already got a Shopify account, you can keep it, you can cancel it. It doesn't matter to us what you do, but you need to sign up with a new account right now during this webinar in order to be able to use our store builder. Because again, we're transparent with you. We've been transparent with you from the second we started this thing. This is how we get paid. If you don't get your Shopify account from us, we're not going to make any money, right? And so we want you to get your Shopify account from us. So you see the link. All right, I see lots of ones. All right, I'm going to be quiet, and I'm going to let Adrian play this video right now. It's a couple of minutes. It's going to walk you through the exact steps that you need to take to set up, or basically just to get your Shopify account and get the correct one. So Adrian, go ahead and play that right now.
Okay, so when you click on the link or the button to open up your Shopify account, you're going to see this page right here. It's got videos and pictures of me all over an official Shopify URL, because this is where you create your account, because I'm an endorsed Shopify partner, and I've partnered with Shopify to build your store. Remember, Shopify knows I'm doing this. I'm friends with the president of the company. And, this is not just some random thing that we're doing here. We are officially working with Shopify to build your store. So that's why I have the special page. Anyways, when you get to this page, all you have to do is put in your email address to create your account. And listen, don't think too hard about this. Just use your personal email address. You can change it later if you want like a different business email. But we need to just do this now, okay? So just put in your email address. So we're going to do one that I have. All right. And then after that, you really don't need to read anything on the page. It's just a sign up page, okay? You're going to go ahead and hit start free trial. Now, once you do that, it's going to ask you to create a password for your Shopify account. You can change it later. My suggestion is make it something simple that you can remember for right now. So I'm just going to make something up. Okay. So I'm going to hit create Shopify account. Now what it's going to do is it's going to ask me just a couple of survey questions. It doesn't matter how you answer these. Generally, I just say, hey, I'm doing an online store. Next. Which best describes you? You could say, I'm not selling anything yet. Next. What do you plan to sell? You can just say, you're doing drop shipping products. Next. Doesn't matter what you put, though. And then right here, what it's going to do is it's going to go ahead and ask you to activate your store, right? With the $1 trial. They're going to give you a $1 trial for the next 90 days. So basically it's $1 a month for the first 3 months, which is a huge savings, by the way. And again, 3 months from now, you're going to know if you really want to do e-commerce and Shopify anyways. So like if you don't want to do this, you'll probably end up never getting billed because you'll cancel, right? But that's not the goal. The goal is to get you on your feet, hit the ground running, and you won't even ever notice that you get billed because you're making progress with your store, right? So the options here are basic, Shopify, and advanced. You don't need to buy the expensive plans. You need the cheapest plan that you can get, which is the basic plan. So right here is a great time for you to go ahead and activate your store. Because remember, you have to activate your store to let us build it. Like we can't build it unless it's activated with the $1 trial. And of course, you're getting a huge discount here. And you'll also be able to claim your Black Card membership bonuses. So just go ahead and hit try basic. And when you hit try basic, it's going to ask you to put in your credit card information right here. So you'll just put in your credit card information. It's only going to charge you $1, okay? Do not hit I'll do this later, because why procrastinate on something that you have to do anyways? When you show up to the challenge, we cannot build your store unless this is done, and it's $1. It's not going to us. This is just what Shopify requires, okay? So then you'll put in your name, your information, and you'll activate the store. Okay, so I went ahead, I put in my credit card information to show you how this is done, what it's going to look like, what to do, because it's only $1, so it doesn't even matter. So put in your credit card details, and then you will hit subscribe, okay? Now, once we hit subscribe, it's going to activate the store. This is what we need to have done so we can build your store during the challenge. It's going to ask you to put in a business address. You can say, I'll do that later. We can go through all that stuff later. Now, what you'll see is your Shopify account is ready to go, okay? So at this point, all you have to do is take a screenshot of this and look at the instructions below, and you'll email a screenshot of your plan, just proving that you did the basic plan, and we'll activate your Black Card membership with all the bonuses. So to do that, you go to settings at the bottom left, and then you'll go ahead and you'll click on plan. And when you click on plan, you'll see that you are on the basic plan. You have the $1 trial. Take a screenshot of this. The instructions are below, and you'll be able to email this to my team, and you will get the bonuses. Okay, so when you click on...
Let's pause that. All right, did everybody follow that? Give me a big yes. Now, I know we talked about Black Card bonuses. That's something we're already going to give you guys anyway. It's already activated for you. Again, we tried this in a challenge format. Now we're doing it in a webinar format. So we want to make sure that you get... The process is making sure you actually get your account set up correctly. You can email us this screenshot, or you can email us the receipt. So Shopify will send you a receipt for the purchase, and you can send us a forwarded copy of that. But it has to go to help@morrisonsupport.com. I want you to look at that right now. Everybody take just a second and pay attention and look. You have to go and do this now and email it to that email address. That is our support staff. What they are going to do is when they get that email, they're going to instantly know it's time to create your store builder account, which we're going to need in the next few minutes. Okay. So it's super, super important that you do this right this minute and you follow these instructions. It's not hard. It's not difficult. Just to recap, if you already have a Shopify account, you need to get a new one. Okay. We can't even overwrite the store that you probably have anyway. Okay, so we're building you a new store. Whatever you do with your old one is completely up to you. If you want to cancel it, if you want to keep it, that's completely up to you. What we need is for you to get a new one using the link that you see on the screen, livestorebuild.com/Shopify, or you can click the button if one's popping up for you. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. That says, join now or trial now or whatever. Okay, and you can go there and get your trial. Okay, you follow the instructions that was in the video there, where you just basically get the $1 basic plan. We aren't asking you to get the most expensive thing because you don't need it, right? Our goal is to have you spend the least amount of money possible to get your Shopify account, and that still allows us to build your store for you for free, okay? And we're going to build you an awesome store, but you simply have to have an account that lets you do it. So we're going to play this video one more time because I see some people saying, play this for me one more time. I'm going to play it for you one more time, and then we're going to move on because we have to move on, okay? We have to keep going. So it's very, very important. We're going to play this now, and while we're playing it, you can follow along. Obviously, it should only take you maybe 60 seconds longer than the video because you're actually having to type in your information, right? But Adrian does talk a lot in the video. So really, you should be able to follow this video in real time and get your trial set up right now. Don't do it at the end of the webinar. Let me caution all of you because I know a lot of people procrastinate. We can't build your store builder account until you have done this. You are going to need your store builder account with us, which is completely free. You're going to need that in just a few minutes to build your store. So I need for you to do this now so the team has enough time to get your account set up. Is everybody with me on that? Do you understand? Yes? It's not like we're trying to pressure you to do it right now just so we can make $1. We don't even make the dollar. It's just that we need this in order to basically set up your store builder account so that you can connect it to Shopify. So it's very, very important you do it now. We're going to play the video one more time, and then we're going to move on. Okay, so Adrian, play the video. I'll cut my camera off so you guys can maybe the screen will get a little bit bigger. But you guys focus on this and do this, okay?
Okay, so when you click on the link or the button to open up your Shopify account, you're going to see this page right here. It's got videos and pictures of me all over an official Shopify URL because this is where you create your account because I'm an endorsed Shopify partner and I've partnered with Shopify to build your store. Remember, Shopify knows I'm doing this. I'm friends with the president of the company. And, this is not just some random thing that we're doing here. We are officially working with Shopify to build your store. So that's why I have the special page. Anyways, when you get to this page, all you have to do is put in your email address to create your account. And listen, don't think too hard about this. Just use your personal email address. You can change it later if you want like a different business email, but we need to just do this now, okay? So just put in your email address. So we're gonna do one that I have, all right? And then after that, you really don't need to read anything on the page. It's just a sign up page, okay? You're gonna go ahead and hit start free trial. Now, once you do that, it's gonna ask you to create a password for your Shopify account. You can change it later. My suggestion is make it something simple that you can remember for right now. So I'm just gonna make something up. Okay, so I'm gonna hit create Shopify account. Now what it's going to do is it's going to ask me just a couple of survey questions. It doesn't matter how you answer these. Generally, I just say, hey, I'm doing an online store. Next. Which best describes you? You could say, I'm not selling anything yet. Next. What do you plan to sell? You can just say, you're doing drop shipping products. Next. Doesn't matter what you put though. And then right here, what it's going to do is it's going to go ahead and ask you to activate your store, right? With the $1 trial. They're going to give you a $1 trial for the next 90 days. So basically it's $1 a month for the first 3 months, which is a huge savings, by the way. And again, 3 months from now, you're going to know if you really want to do e-commerce and Shopify anyways. So if you don't want to do this, you'll probably end up never getting billed because you'll cancel, right? But that's not the goal. The goal is to get you on your feet, hit the ground running, and you won't even ever notice that you get billed because you're making progress with your store, right? So the options here, basic, Shopify, and advanced. You don't need to buy the expensive plans. You need the cheapest plan that you can get, which is the basic plan. So right here is a great time for you to go ahead and activate your store. Because remember, you have to activate your store to let us build it. Like we can't build it unless it's activated with the $1 trial. And of course, you're getting a huge discount here. And you'll also be able to claim your Black Card membership bonuses. So just go ahead and hit try basic. And when you hit try basic, it's going to ask you to put in your credit card information right here. So you'll just put in your credit card information. It's only going to charge you $1, okay? Do not hit I'll do this later, because why procrastinate on something that you have to do anyways? When you show up to the challenge, we cannot build your store unless this is done, and it's $1. It's not going to us. This is just what Shopify requires, okay? So then you'll put in your name, your information, and you'll activate the store. Okay, so I went ahead, I put in my credit card information to show you how this is done, what it's going to look like, what to do, because it's only $1, so it doesn't even matter. So put in your credit card details, and then you will hit subscribe, okay? Now, once we hit subscribe, it's going to activate the store. This is what we need to have done so we can build your store during the challenge. It's going to ask you to put in a business address. You can say, I'll do that later. We can go through all that stuff later. Now, what you'll see is your Shopify account is ready to go, okay? So at this point, all you have to do is take a screenshot of this and look at the instructions below, and you'll email a screenshot of your plan, just proving that you did the basic plan, and we'll activate your Black Card membership with all the bonuses. So to do that, you go to settings at the bottom left, and then you'll go ahead and you'll click on plan. And when you click on plan, you'll see that you are on the basic plan. You have the $1 trial. Take a screenshot of this. The instructions are below, and you'll be able to email this to my team, and you will get the bonuses. Okay, so when you click.
Very cool. All right. Did everybody follow that? Yes. Okay. Very, very cool. This is the very basics. What you do is you simply go into your Shopify account that you just created. You click on settings, then you click on plan, and you'll see this. And yes, we will be able to tell if it's an old account or a new one, because you'll see that it says it's $1 until a certain day and time, right? And so obviously, obviously this was filmed a while ago, this video, but we'll be able to see if it's a current new trial that you actually got today. So it's very important that you do this now. The link is livestorebuild.com/Shopify. How many of you have done this successfully? And you've already done this and sent your email off to our team. Just put yes in the chat box. All right. I see lots and lots and lots of yeses coming through. Very, very good. I'm going to check with our team and make sure they see these things coming in 1 second. Because when you're doing this stuff live, it's like you just got to make sure everything is working. All right. Good deal. The team sees these coming in. Awesome. Awesome. Okay, so make sure that this is done. We're going to move forward with the presentation. Okay, so we're gonna keep rocking on and getting to that point. Look, we've been talking about this almost 20 minutes. So there's plenty of time for you to get this trial. If for any reason you have not done this right now, please understand you will not be able to build your store. Okay, and we will not be able to build your store build account in time before the end of this webinar if you don't do it now. Okay, so look, we're trying a completely new concept of not just putting you on a webinar where you get off and you have a bunch of notes and a bunch of information and you just sit on your couch and you do absolutely nothing with it. We're trying a concept called application, where you literally are going to apply what you're learning live, okay? And you're going to get the results of the thing you applied live while we're on here. And that's the whole point. That's the reason that you're here. That's the reason we're here. And we know that you guys are here because you want to move forward. You want the store, you want the products, you want all the things, right? But you got to take the first step, right? You got to meet us halfway. So go to the link, livestorebuild.com/Shopify. Do it now and make sure you get the $1 basic plan. Do not overpay for Shopify. Get the basic plan, and you should be good to go. So Adrian, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn it back over to you, man. It looks like everybody's gotten everything that they need. It looks like everybody knows how to get the trial. So let's keep on rocking.
Okay, so that's it, basically. That's all you need to do. That's where you need to get. Some of you said you didn't see where to ask for business address. It doesn't matter. You can add it in later in your settings, okay? So once you get that done, once we get you full access to the AI store builder, you'll be able to quickly plug it in, and we're going to show you exactly how that's going to work. Anthony, would you say we're good to go ahead and move along?
Yeah, I think so. I want to see how many people actually accomplished this, so I can see the pace that we're going and all this. Type the number 10 in. Now that we've lived this 2 times, if you actually set up your Shopify account and you were able to do it in the amount of time that we gave you. So not if you already had one, but you did it live with us right now. So I see a lot of people were able to accomplish this. So lots of people typed in the number 10. Remember, just type the 10 in if you did. Okay, Adrian, I think we're probably pretty good to move on. I don't see anybody saying, hold up. Just know you got to have this once we move forward. So I'll let you keep rocking.
Sweet. Awesome. Yeah. All right. So look, now that that's done, let's go over some really important things. All right. Number one is the biggest problem most people face when they start a Shopify store. Okay. They never finish building their store. Even some of them with the AI store builder, they just don't make their way all the way through it for whatever reason, even though it's very simple. But oftentimes it's because they face a lot of hurdles, right? And the reason that they don't succeed in general is because, well, they face a lot of hurdles. And if you think about it, in this whole entire space, it's kind of messy. Everywhere you look for help, everywhere you turn, there's people trying to get in your wallet, right? They're trying to get in your bank account, whatever it is. They're trying to charge you for every single teeny tiny little thing. And that also turns people off and it turns them away. So some of the hurdles that we're going to overcome is no automation. Automation is key. It's not automated magic money, but there are a lot of things that you can automate in your e-commerce store, because the idea is to have time freedom, as much time freedom as possible, right? I have a little boy, he's 3 years old, and my goal is to spend more time with him and less time screwing around with my e-com store and looking at products, you know? So the price to build a store is typically expensive. We're going to bypass that. Designers charge thousands of dollars because they know that most people think if they have this perfect, fancy, pretty e-com store, that's going to make money. When in fact, if you go look at a lot of the top e-com stores out there, even like Nike.com, they're just basic white and black stores with a couple of graphics in their products, right? So they prey on a lot of people and get them to spend a bunch of money they don't need to spend, right? Then you got to pay. You got to pay for that. You got to pray that it's converting. there's conversion elements that you can add into stores, which we'll show you some of those things that get people to purchase more urgently or impulsively. And you want a premium look and design because you do want your site to look trustworthy. It just doesn't have to be super fancy. And a lot of people get stuck doing tedious tasks. And then again, if you have your store built by somebody else, like someone on Fiverr or whatever, it's not a full e-com system. I mean, there are all the things missing that are really necessary to run the business. You're stuck doing tedious tasks. Once again, you have no email capture forms. You want to build an email list. Every customer that comes to your store, you want to get their email. Then you got to do email promotions. So there's an email promotion set up. Well, how many of you in here don't know how to write an email promotion or even where to start with that, right? Emails get free traffic. Abandonment cart set up. When someone goes to a store and almost buys something, but chickens out or backs out, there's emails that you could send that have high conversion rates that get people to come back and finish that purchase that are a big deal. Upsells to increase the amount of money people spend, and then just getting hot products consistently added to the store. Like, these are all problems that you need solved, right? And the product problem actually is the most important problem of them all, because you got to find products that have mass appeal. Then you got to find a vendor, a good, trustable vendor, because if you're selling stuff and your vendor doesn't fulfill it, that's not going to be good for your business, right? If they're super late shipping it out or they just don't ship it out at all, that's one of the biggest problems with AliExpress these days. And then obviously you need premium products that are less likely to get copied or ripped off. Now, regular products are great. I sell lots of basic regular products that everyone else in the world sells, like the LED dog collars, which are one of my biggest hits. But one thing that separated my e-com store from the rest is that while I was selling the stuff everybody else was selling and crushing it with it, I had unique premium products that nobody else could really copy that allowed me to scale at higher profit margins. And I'll show you that here in just a little bit. So the vendor that we're going to hook you up with that has a lot of great products is Zendrop. Zendrop is a US-based company. They're in St. Pete, Florida. And what we're going to do is we have a product feed from them. We're great friends with Zendrop. Jared's the founder, good buddy of mine. And they give us a private product feed that gives us their top selling products every month or so. And we take products from there, validate those products, and those are the products that are going to be added to the store. So every single person that uses the store builder on this webinar is going to get access to Zendrop. And you'll see here the little video shows like how you can go in and find products. There's over 18,000 pages of products in Zendrop. It's insane, right? They have a fully automated fulfillment system. They're official partners with us. And within a couple of clicks, you can add each of these products to your store. They got over 10,000 plus products. And they got fast shipping. You can choose China shipping from their factories there, or USA shipping for a little bit more, but much faster shipping. It's a really good turnkey experience, okay? So Zendrop is the vendor that we use, we've always used, and we will continue to use because they have everything in regards to those viral gadgets, and you can see the little spaceman and the dog products and beauty products. They're just a great company. So that's who you're going to get hooked up with, and you're going to get to use them for free. There's also another vendor that we just literally did a deal with at a premium level, and they're called Shine On. Now, Shine On is a vendor that we did an exclusive contract with. I think we just inked that deal about a couple of weeks ago. They're giving us 100 done-for-you custom products. They do 3D printed jewelry, LED signs. They have high profit margin products because these necklaces, they're in the USA, right? They're like manufactured here in many cases. They ship out from here within 3 to 4 days. You can have these message cards behind them with poems and sayings. And I mean, they just crush it. They have done for you upsells implemented, like the mahogany boxes versus a lower end box, engravings and all sorts of stuff. And so Shine On is a premium vendor, and they have an exclusive partnership with us. That is not available to everybody. We actually haven't never even released that yet, but this is a new thing that we've just integrated. And so you could look and Shine On and see what they look like. It's similar to ZenDrop, but theirs is more custom. And this is where my store really stood out above the rest of the stores selling, dog products. Is I was able to come in and sell necklaces with pictures of people's dogs on the necklace, or LED signs and whatever it may be, right? They have all of these custom products that are higher margin that you can sell without everyone else coming and ripping off. Oh, this person's selling dog collars. I'm going to go get the exact same dog collar and sell that too. While that's okay, how many of you in here would agree it's better for you if you're also selling products that people can't just go quickly rip off because they're more unique? Go ahead and type in a 10 in the chat box if you would agree. You can see here they do nameplate necklaces. People can just type their name in and they'll print necklace out. And these things are selling for $100, $80 with huge profit margins. So this is a really cool deal that we've just put together. And they're more of a holiday gift vendor. Think Valentine's Day, Black Friday, Cyber Monday, Mother's Day, Father's Day, because they do watches and necklaces. And so what you'll see is these types of products, they also just boom, like they just get massive demand during the holidays. And that's where Shine On really does shine. So there's two different vendors, ZenDrop and Shine On. ZenDrop is the one we give everybody access to. Shine On is a new one that we are limited in regards to a premium level. And now moving on from vendors, there's the whole hot product problem, because there are a lot of products even in both Shine On and ZenDrop. Okay, so even if you don't have trending products, your store is 100%. Without all of the right steps implemented, 100%, it's just simply not going to work. You're going to waste days, weeks on research. You're going to waste time and money on traffic. You're going to just blow a bunch of time and end up stressed out. So even if you got the products and some of them don't work, you go back, say, oh, I can find some more. Oh, okay. Here's 10 more products. Let's throw these on here. And those don't work. Eventually, you're going to get tapped out. So there is a hot product problem. A product that's hot for someone else may not be hot for you, right? So it's always important to have a flow of products, not just a couple of winners that you're struggling with. Because when you get in that position, it really is like pushing a boulder up a mountain. And eventually you tire out, and what happens? It rolls back on top of you. So you get stuck, right? And so most people quit out of frustration, time wasted, because they thought this was a hot product and that was a hot product, and they tested this and tested that and nothing was working, right? They've lost a bunch of time. So again, this is why AI is such a big deal to us. This is why we built the AI store builder. This is why I love this image, because I feel like it's like, we're partnering with AI in a sense. And here's what's going to happen, okay? The AI is going to build a fully optimized store for you. It's going to have the conversion elements in it, the right product descriptions, a lot of those things. It's going to preload it with 20 hot trending products. But again, you're going to want more products. These products are great, but you're always going to want more products. That's that product problem, right? But it's going to have the images for you, the sales page copy done for you. It's going to be, the training is going to be there for you 100% free. And I think that you're going to be mind blown once it is built. Automation is key here. And our goal is to help you get by a lot of these hurdles very, very quickly. Now, in doing this, there is a decision that you have to make, right? When you start building your store, many of you have seen this probably and been through this. There is the hard way. My dad gave me this image a long time ago, success and failure, but really there's the easy way and there's the hard way, right? And the easy way sometimes looks a little scarier up front. The hard way looks easier up front, but ends up being more hard. But there's two paths that you can take. And I want to walk you through some of those paths, okay? So there's 5 things that you need to do and that you need to think about. Number 1 is a basic store theme versus a premium store theme. So Shopify gives you a basic theme Anybody that starts a Shopify store, they have themes, they're free, you can use them. But Shopify also has a very big business selling themes. If you were to go into Shopify and click on themes, they have themes selling for $400, $300, $600. How many of you in here have seen these Shopify themes selling for hundreds of dollars? Just say yes in the chat box, right? Are you seeing Shopify's whole theme thing? That's a big part of their business is they give you the basic theme for free, which is nice. It's pretty, it's good, it's fine. But everybody's going to want more conversion elements, more impulse purchase elements, urgency elements, upsell elements, and they know that. And so there's a lot of people in business selling themes. So there's premium themes and basic themes. There's high profit margin products and premium products, and there's lower margin products that you can sell. I think you should sell both, all right? Upsells. You need to have upsells. Whenever somebody comes to your store to buy something, you can proposition them, and we'll talk about this here in a bit, to buy something else at a discount. A lot of times people will say yes, and now you're getting more purchases from a person than you would have otherwise. More products with high demand. So you always want a free flow, a pipeline, if you will, of new hot products to be testing. And then the other big piece is spin-off niche stores that cultivate followings. Niche stores are fantastic because people that are very passionate about a niche are more likely to purchase from them, follow, and become repeat customers. So the flexible store, we're throwing a lot of stuff out there testing because of the way it's built. And then we're spinning up niche stores when we find these pockets of niches that are very, very popular. So let's talk about the basic theme versus the premium theme and what the differences are, because there's a gazillion themes. Anthony and I partnered up with a company that had like the #1 Shopify theme, and we purchased, I think it was, Anthony, correct me if I'm wrong if you're listening, like over 50,000 licenses or something in bulk from them. It was a really hefty purchase. So anyways, we bulk purchased it so we could give huge discounts on it, and we'll talk about that. But here's the difference, okay? The basic setup versus a fully complete e-com system. And these are decisions that you're going to make as you're going through and building your store, and the decision is completely yours. I'm here to educate you, okay? Conversion elements on the homepage to drive shoppers to shop more. Quick buy options, I'll show you that. People love to buy fast. Money loves speed. Email list capture forms, ways to get people to give you their email address, right? So you can build an email list. Sales page conversion elements, cross sales, where it says customers also bought this, where people add more to their cart. Trust badges to increase trust. What I call visual mega menus. When people are shopping around and they're just looking at a bunch of text, it's boring. They like to see pictures and just the overall, look and feel. So here's a good example of like a basic theme that Shopify offers versus a premium theme. On the left side, we have the basic theme. All right. It has like the little categories. On the right-hand side, we have the premium theme. You can already see at the bottom right, there's a trust badge. The bottom left, there's a pop-up showing what other people are buying. So when people see other people buying things, they can click it and say, oh, well, this is selling right now. Let me see what this is. Let me check this out. Other people are buying this. A couple of other things that just out of the gate, the premium theme does is it has that visual mega menu. If you look to the left, I know it's hard to see, but over the cat necklace, the basic theme, if people want to shop around and via your categories, because your store will have different things on it, flowers, horse stuff, map, whatever. There's like a little menu, it's just words, versus the premium themes typically use these visual mega menus. Because when people hover over shop our collections, they just look at images, and that way they can quickly decide if they want to buy or shop in a different category. It just increases conversion rates. The other thing is the quick buy. Typically when somebody's shopping around, they have to click on a product, go to a whole new page and let it load. And especially if you're on a phone, this might sometimes take longer to buy or to get more information. Premium themes typically have a quick buy, and quick buy will just pop up like a pop-up box where they could just buy it right then and there. So again, speed. People want to buy, and they want to buy quickly and move on with their lives. And here you can see all the conversion elements here, the the credit card things that knows what kind of credit cards we take, Shop Pay, the add to cart button wiggles, all of the guarantees down there. These are all things that premium themes tend to add on. And the sales pages themselves, you can see where the red arrows are on the right hand side. These are all little conversion elements. Like when you have inventory, it'll say only X amount left, 3 or 4 or 20 or 50 people are viewing this. If you look under the credit card symbols, that is something that increases urgency because people see there's X left and there's a lot of people looking at it, so they better buy now. The pop-up shows what other people are buying versus a basic theme sales page. You have the description, add the cart button, and the pictures. So Shopify knew what they were doing when they did this because they also have an app store. So think about your phone. You can go to the app store and blow a bunch of money on apps that make your phone more powerful. How many of you in here buy apps for your phone that makes your phone do other things that are powerful for your phone, be it calendars or games or whatever it is? Just say me, yes, right? Once in a while, you buy stuff on your phone in the app store. Well, Shopify has an app store and they sell a bunch of apps, right? And they know that this basic theme is going to need a bunch of apps on it eventually as you actually start scaling your store. So the premium theme, the one that we got, has over 30 apps already built into it that would cost hundreds of dollars otherwise on a month-to-month basis if you were to go to Shopify's app store. And these are just some of the apps that are built into it. So premium themes are a big deal. High quality premium products. All right. So I talked earlier about products. There's the basic products that do sell. They get lots of volume and they're great products. But the ones with the higher profit margins typically are more unique products. The 3D printed signs, you can create all this stuff yourself or have it done for you with AI. There's all sorts of different things you could do, but premium products are more exclusive. Anthony calls them trinkets. They're fine. I've sold a boatload of trinkets, just tens of thousands of trinkets. It's crazy, right? But there is more competition. When something takes off, a lot of people can start copying it, which is okay, but it's not awesome, right? With more premium, unique products, you can build more brand loyalty, repeat customers, and of course, you can scale a little bit more. And that's where the Shine On vendor comes in. That's where a bigger look at some of these products here, the signs, the blankets, the tote bags, the watches with engravings on them, the name necklaces, the pictures, the hoodies, all of these things are premium and harder to copy, right? And those acrylic signs, they told me are selling like absolute fire right now. Then automated upsells. Let's talk about upsells because your store should always have upsells on it, but that's not automatic on a store. You want customers to shop around. You want them to buy multiple items. You want them to upgrade things to get higher profit margins. In other words, if they're buying, say, I don't know, like a 12, I don't know all the carats of a 14 karat gold necklace. What if you propositioned them when they add it to cart to upgrade to an 18 karat gold necklace, right? For 20% off, right? That would be an upsell. And you want to optimize the customer while you have them on your store. While customers on your store, you want them to buy as much as possible. And I want you all to think about McDonald's, okay? They're number one for upsells. They legit, when you order something, they just say, would you like fries with that? They just ask you. And they found that it's the best upsell in history that people just say yes. Or you go to McDonald's and you say, I want a Coke and some fries. Would you like to supersize that for an extra 20 cents? So many people say yes. So the point is simply asking somebody if they want something else at a little bit of a discount will get many people to say yes. How many of you in here agree with me on that? So when you have somebody buying something, it's absolutely crazy not to ask them if they would like a discount on something similar or a better version at a discounted price, because many people will say yes. So here's how a basic sales funnel goes on Shopify. You have an ad promoting this cat laser. Somebody clicks on the ad and they go to the store and they see the sales page for the cat laser. I want the cat laser. Okay, they add the cat laser to their shopping cart. Cool. All right. So they're ready to buy it. They put in their details and they purchase the cat laser for $19.92 after shipping. So if this was your store, you just made 20 bucks off this person. All right. So without an upsell, they went and bought a cat laser, and they left with a cat laser. Right. But when you have upsells on your store, which every store should have, it could make or break. What happens is when they click on that cat laser, it says, hey, would you like a cat necklace? We'll give you 10% off or 20% off. All you have to do is hit add to cart right now, and we'll add this to your order. And let's say that person says, no, I don't want a cat necklace. What'll happen is it'll say, well, wait a second. What about this cat toy? And it'll sit there and ask them 3 or 4 times what products they might want until they just get out of it, right? It's literally asking them, do you want fries with that, over and over and over again? And they can always just hit, no thanks, no thanks, no thanks. So here's what happens. When they're on the store and they're shopping, we have cross sells below. People also bought this, and this. When they're in their shopping cart, we have an upsell at the top saying, hey, here's that other cat necklace. Would you like to add this to your order? And when you start asking people if they want to buy more products and they start saying yes, you start optimizing the amount of money that people are spending on your store. That's called average order value. So what it looks like is instead of a $19 order, maybe somebody comes in and says, yeah, I want the cat donut t-shirt. Yeah, I want the cat necklace at a discount. And someone that spent $20 ends up spending maybe $76. Now, this is purely an example, but this is how upsells work. How many of you in here would agree that more successful e-commerce stores probably use upsells? Just say yes. If you would agree with me on this, even if you're upselling the same item, but get 2 of them at 20% off or 50% off. Well, actually, one of the best upsells is the same item at a discount, get 2. So upsells are really important, but upsells are not automated on Shopify. So to make upsells work, you got to go to the Shopify app store. You got to buy a bunch of apps. Some of the times those apps kind of collide a little bit. They don't all work well together. You don't know which items work the best. So if someone's buying a cat laser, do they really want to buy the cat necklace? I don't know. So there's a gazillion cat products you could upsell. You need to know which one upsells, which upsell is going to be the highest converting upsell. Like when someone's buying this product, what are they more likely to say yes to? Because you're only going to get to show them 2 or 3 products before they're like, okay, I'm getting out of this. So I built the software called Optimize Upsell. I always try to solve problems in my own e-com business, and it presents these upsells to people. But what it does is within 1 click, I deploy upsells to my entire store. So every product on my store has an upsell. And what Optimize Upsell does is it tests everything for me. So as I'm getting traffic coming in, it's showing different upsells to different people and using its algorithm, or AI, if you will, to figure out what the best upsell is for me, so I don't have to think about it. How many of you in here would agree that that's probably a better way to type in a 10? If you would agree that's probably a better way to find a winning upsell instead of you going any, mini, miny, mo. I just let the data speak for itself, but my upsell software will do all of that for me. All right, it just does it for me and it automates things. Step number 4 is more products equal more potential. So you want more products. More product selection is more opportunity. Larger niche collections allow people to shop for more stuff. Like you should have not just 5 cat products, but 20 cat products or golf products or whatever it may be. It allows you to quickly pivot to new trending things, and adding products is a very time consuming thing, but it's something that's necessary, right? You always want to be adding products. And these vendors do make it easy, but there are automated ways to do it too. And then let's talk about spin-off niche stores, okay? So niche stores are really great for scaling and just kind of building a good following. General stores allow you to scale, test, all sorts of different things. Niche stores get dedicated followings. Niche stores build up huge social media presences. And niche stores tend to convert higher because people feel like they're buying from a place that's passionate about what they're passionate about. They can relate to it. People resonate more with niche stores. And here's kind of what it looks like, right? So I've showed this graphic for a long time. I started out selling like these dog collars, and I sold a boatload of them, okay? And then I said, okay, I found a niche. The dog niche is really big. So what if I just started selling dog stuff in one spot that's concentrated, and I had this whole dog brand that people were obsessed with their dogs, would come back to my place and buy more stuff. So I started selling pillows with dogs printed on them, and shoes and bed stuff and purses and all sorts of dog things. And then I had one of my friends build a store called XO Beauty. It just sells baby stuff. He just wanted to sell baby stuff because he was a new dad. And if you go on Facebook and you just type in mom, look at the groups on Facebook. 3.6 million followers, 636,000 followers, 345,000 followers. So niches get massive followings. So having a niche store is a great thing if it's in the right niche. Now, how many of you in here would imagine Anthony and I know what the hottest niches are right now? Just go ahead and type in just a yes. If you would imagine, we probably know what the top niches are that are evergreen, not stuff that's going to crash, but evergreen niches, right? So we spin up niche stores with the Flex store where we're testing a bunch of stuff. All right, so those are the 5 key things that I would say you really need to know about. Now, this is a screenshot of our store builder right here. And what we're going to be doing is we're going to go in after this. We're going to go through and actually show you how to build the store. Now that you know these 5 things, you will see options. You will have options. You can have the free, basic free store. There's premium vendors, basic vendors. It's all there, right? You've been educated. You understand what is out there and the importance of each. So you have the ability, again, to like make that decision. So what I want to do real fast is I want to show you a couple of things in my browser and get out of this PowerPoint that I am sick of looking at because I hate PowerPoints. How many of you in here would like to go look at a store real quick and then just look at the store builder? Just say yes. Again, I just flood it with yeses, okay? Because I hate PowerPoints. I hate building them too. I don't know how I did this. I took a lot of Vyvanse. I'm not going to lie. Okay, so let me show you. This is a store builder right here. But let me show you a store with our premium vendor, Shine On. This is what the AI store builder will build. They've done 100 plus done for you custom products. You can't go get these on AliExpress. You can't get these on Zendrop. They are only for people that used our AI store builder, and they just keep changing them, building more and more and more. The categories that they have up here: gifts for dad, daughter, granddaughter, gift types, journals, acrylic plaques. So these are things that they know are working. They built exclusively for our group that use the premium vendor, okay? And these are the products that they load onto the store. So you have, let's see, journals. So the journals have like these poems on them. People can come buy them. All the pictures are here. These are things that are actually working. They're not just made up stuff. You got jewelry. So things like this right here. People can come here and say, I want it in gold versus silver, and watch the price change, right? This is an upsell, okay? You upsell from gold to silver. Then people can say, I would like an engraving on here, and they could type in, I love you, and it will show the engraving right there. But again, it's an upcharge for an engraving, and they can upload their own picture to it, and right here on the site, it will put that picture here. They can buy it, and poof, Shine On will make it and send it to them just like that. So fully custom. Other things that they do are these types of necklaces right here, where they can upsell people to yellow gold. They can upsell people to a luxury box, and watch that price go up. Yo, if you're buying a present, answer this for me. If you're buying a present for your spouse or your mom or your loved one, someone that you care about, and it's a special gift, Valentine's Day, Mother's Day, whatever it may be, how many of you in here are not going to spend the extra $20 to get the mahogany box right here with the LED light in it, and you're going to deliver this nice gift to someone in the little paper box? Just say me if you would not get the luxury box for an extra $20, and say yes if you would, right? So there's going to be some people that say no, and a lot of people that say yes. If you're giving this to your wife or girlfriend, you better get that dang luxury box. telling you right now, you don't want to give it to them in a paper box. But that's how they get you to spend another $20 because they know you're going to want it. So this is store type number one. Okay.
And Adrian, can I just chime in on one thing with this?
Yes.
Guys, I want you to write this note down because this is something that I think is extremely important, and it's important for you to remember, long after we get off of this training. When you can do things like when somebody can go in and they can put their own messaging on a product like this, so they can create the messaging, it allows you to create personalized gifts, personalized things that can jump on and hop on any trend that happens to be going on in the world right now. Okay. So from trend, I'm not going to go into all the trends because I think that 50% of us will hate each trend and 50% will love each trend. I think all of you know that. So I'm going to be Switzerland. The point is that when you can customize these things, you can create gifts for every type of holiday, every type of event. Think about this. Every human on planet Earth has a birthday each year, and you can create customized birthday gifts. Unfortunately, many people pass away every single year. One of the Shine On showed us this live in our offices. One of the top trending products was a product that people were gifting to people who had lost a loved one. And it was acrylic, and it had their picture kind of engraved into it. It's a really cool plaque like this. And it was for people who had, passed away. And so the thing is, when you have products like this, there's always a customer base, right? It's not like you're jumping on a trend that's like, oh, this little toy is trending for Christmas this year. These are things that are happening year round, every single year, day in and day out. That's the reason why we consider these extremely premium products, because they're kind of timeless, right? So something to be really, thoughtful about and mindful about when you're starting your store. You want to start your store with something that can adjust to or flex, like Adrian was saying with his chair, to whatever a person wants to buy. One of the things I learned a long time ago is don't sell the things you love, sell the things that people want to buy, right? And when you do that, that's a recipe for success. So I just wanted to point out, Adrian, how flexible and customizable these are, and the reason why that kind of makes these things that'll sell every day instead of having to pop on every single trend with little, with gadgets and things like that.
Absolutely. And I just clicked through some of these things, and some of them were like for new moms and new dads. Every day kids are born, right? So there's a new mom, a new dad, and they're getting all these different gifts. This is one of their top sellers, though. Check this out. It's a nameplate necklace. They have a couple of different versions, but I could just come in here and type in my wife's name, Casey, and you'll see it generates a preview of what it would look like down there. And I can say, now it's $39, okay? But I can make it yellow gold for $49, right? Put it in a luxury box. Now we're at $69. And now I've got a really nice gift that I could give to my wife that says her name. I don't have to make it. I do nothing. It's just, this is already done for me, right? But people can come here and type in anything. We could type in Anthony's nickname that his wife gives him. I think she calls him Boo Boo. All right. So we could type that in right there. Or was it, I don't know, she called you something with a B, but whatever. Delirious. You could put anything in there, your dog's name, and there's all sorts of different things in here that you could put in. Different versions. Like this one actually has a dog paw on it right here. So I could put my puppy's name right here, So anyways, this is one type of store.
Right. Last thing to point out to them, and then I'll let you move on. I just like to make sure they get as much information as they can. Guess what? What's the hardest thing? What do you guys think is the most difficult thing to do once you have your store built? Just put in the chat box. What do you think the most difficult thing to do is? You've got a store, it's built, there's products on it. The first person popped in and said, get traffic, right? Well, it's pretty easy to get traffic. You can put an ad on the internet and traffic's going to come. What's the really hard part? It's getting the right traffic for the product that you're selling, right? Exactly. Matching up the traffic with the product, okay? Here's what's great about products like the one Shine On offers. Adrian mentioned new moms. Do you know how easy it is to find new moms online? Literally, there are hundreds of Facebook groups for new moms where you can go into the Facebook group and find all of the new moms. And then here's the products for the new moms. He just showed you one with the dog paw. Do you know how easy it is to find people that are interested in items for their dog? Go to dog groups on Facebook. Like that's the free method, the easy method. Now, when there's just a toy or a little trinket that you're selling, is what I always call them, it's very hard to find people that want to buy it. It's like kind of, shot in the dark, right? Like this type of thing, a fate ring. Let's talk about the fate ring or a rote wine bottle holder. These are items that people definitely buy, but it is just harder for you to find the concentrated group of customers that wants that thing. Does that make sense? So when you're getting started, having a store where you've got products that makes it easy to find the customer base that wants that product, it makes it a lot easier for you getting started, okay? Because you don't have to really master advertising in order to do that. It's pretty simple stuff. So I just wanted to point that out. I'll let you go on, Adrian, so that we're not here.
Yeah. Shine On, basically Shine On said that their theory, their slogan, their mantra with what sells is if they cry, they buy. Write that down. If they cry, they buy. So you'll notice all of these things are really sweet. They touch your heart a little bit if you were to read them, and they're done for you. They already know what stuff is making grandma's, pulling grandma's heartstrings and so on and so forth. So this is a Shine On built store. We've never released those before. This is a premium store built with ZenDrop right here. And just to show you some of the cool, these are products that sell. Like people love wine. It's just, like Anthony said, these are more impulsive purchases. The other ones are heartstring purchases where like, I got to have this and it's custom and it's unique and I can't find it anywhere else. But you'll notice the premium theme here just has like how many people are viewing this, who's buying what down here, things to get your email address, spin the win games. I mean, there's all sorts of cool things on the store. So these are the two different types of stores right here. And just for the sake of time, like I'm not going to go into any of the niche stores because they're just basically stores with one different type of product on it. So that being said, there are some choices for you to make as you're going through and you're building your store. So here is the plan, okay, that we've kind of gone through, and it's taken a lot longer than we anticipated, right? So you want to be able to essentially clone a template that is designed the right way, be it the basic template or the premium theme template. The AI store builder, it will clone what we have designed for you. Zero inventory with good vendors, ultra fast shipping, that's ZenDrop and Shine On, trending products, high profit margin products, more potential, buying frenzy with trends and holidays. So Shine On stuff is really great for holidays. Trends are really great for like the gadget stuff from ZenDrop. And then ultimately build a really, really big email list. Now, a lot of people ask us if we have testimonials. And Anthony mentioned earlier that we have tons, but we can't show them to you because it's kind of illegal to like show you how much money someone else makes because we can't imply that you'll make a single penny. How many of you in here understand that? Yes? Just say yes if you get that. So what I did is something that I don't think anybody else has ever done before. I actually pulled up some of our testimonials, and I want to make sure that I did it right. But these are some of them, but I just blurred them out. So you could see there are people in our group. It doesn't show what they've done, what they're saying. But these are people that are in our groups that have come in and said, hey, we love what's going on here. Here's what we've done. I mean, they're posting what they're doing. And they're doing it in droves, legitimately in droves. So like right here, just some of them, so funny because they're all blurred out, but these are people posting in our group, some of them are just getting started. Some of them have been going for years. People are doing e-commerce at small levels, big levels, medium levels. Everybody's going to do it at their own pace and they're going to get their own results. And to be honest, whatever somebody else is doing has nothing to do with what you're going to do because it's their money, their results, and it's not yours. You got to go get your own. So type in, I got to get my own in the chat box. Type in, I got to get my own. So quit focusing on what other people are doing and just focusing on getting your own results, whatever those may be. And so that is my next question to you is how many of you in here are ready to go get your own? You go get your own results, get your store built, make these decisions that you need to make to go in and get your store built and choose like the path that you're at the fork in the road. You're about to start your store. Which path do you want to take? Either one is fine, but I'm going to walk you through the basic path and that premium path. So when you get started after all of this, you know what path you're on and you're going in that direction. Okay. So important reminder. We're building your store for free. Okay. There's a lot of stuff we've been going through. I just don't want you to feel like you're getting abandoned. You're going to get access to AI Store Builder. It's going to build your store, but you do need to make some of those decisions as we are building, or right before you build your store. So I want to show you the premium level, which you all know that we have, and I'm going to give you that option, or you can just use the store builder as is. All right, but I'm going to walk you through and I'm going to educate you very, very quickly. So the Shopify premium theme, Anthony and I found a theme. It sells for $300 for you to buy the theme. We went in, we bought 50,000 licenses so we could mark that theme down significantly and give it to you. We don't really make any money from that. In fact, I think we might even lose a little bit of money because we bought 50,000 licenses, which is absolutely crazy. That theme is a theme that was built by a company called Shoptimized. You can go look them up legitimately. They sell it for $300. But it has 30 plus conversion boosting elements on it. It's SEO optimized. It's got all the stuff the basic theme doesn't have. So, you know, it's a better theme. It just has got all the stuff that you would go buy from the Shopify app store. So you got to choose when you're getting started. Do you want the basic theme or do you want the premium theme? And obviously the premium theme is not free because Anthony and I had spent a boatload of money to buy licenses. So we have to sell that theme, okay? All right, so there's a Shopify premium theme. The other thing is the done-for-you niche stores. We talked about niche stores, and we talked about the importance of scaling and building, cultivating followings. So some of you are going to want niche stores. And here's the thing. Different people shop at different types of stores. They want there's gift shopping, they're niche store shopping, or they're shopping at big box stores, okay? So with the niche stores, what we're able to do is with the AI, build you 2 more stores, but they're based off the niches we know are hot right now. Now you get to choose between, I think it's like 10 niches, and these rotate, but there's always some that are in there, like baby stuff and dog stuff, right? But there's stores that solely focus on niches. So you have this flexible store that you can run, but you also have these niche stores that really cultivate more passionate followings. So there's the niche store builds with AI. Then there's Shine On, which is, we have an exclusive agreement with them. They've done a bunch of work connected with us. Our developers have been going crazy together to make this happen. But they built their own version of the AI builder with us that has 100 done-for-you products in it. So that is a premium pathway that you can choose should you desire. And I will go over with you how we can make this possible for you moving forward. Okay, so this is the product vendor. It's in the US that has all of the customized jewelry. I mean, it really is just epic stuff. I mean, it's all this stuff right here. These are ads and stuff that you could see on TikTok and everywhere else. All right, so the store problem solved. With the premium route, you will have 4 stores, okay? The ZenDrop store with the premium theme that you can test a boatload of stuff on, 2 niche stores and 2 hot niches that you can choose from. And then you'll also have another store, which will be the gifting Shine On exclusive store with 100 products on it for Mother's Day, Father's Day, Valentine's Day. This is a store that is really, really hot and has massive, massive trends. So you've got all the different types of stores that people might be shopping at throughout the year, and you're not having to go run off and build a bunch of stuff last minute or just simply missing waves, right? So, and you can see that these are real values here. These are not made up numbers. This is typically what they would sell for, okay? And you can go check on all of this stuff. The Optimize Upsell software, it's a $1,500 software, okay? One of the problems that we talked about is how do I increase customer spending and purchases? You do that with Optimize Upsell or some type of upsell software. So you can ask people if they would like to upgrade or buy additional items for discounts and get people to spend more money, right? Super, super key is you want to be able to get people to spend more money. And this software could be used across all 4 stores. It doesn't charge you per store. A lot of upsell softwares, they charge you based on the revenue that's generated. So they basically perpetually charge you for every dime that you make. You pay these upsell softwares a piece of it. With Optimize Upsell, there is no charge for any sales that you might make with it. It's yours and you get to benefit from it. And there's no like monthly or anything like that. It's just simply yours. So the upsell problem solved. All right. The next problem people hit is, what is selling now and where do I get those products from? Okay. Well, here's something we haven't talked about yet that Anthony and I have secretly been giving to a small group of students. All right. It's called our product pipeline. And it's about a $2,000 per month value. I pay my virtual assistants who I've been training for a decade to go find hot products for me. I don't want to do it. I want to be in the pool with my kid. I want to be doing anything but going through thousands of products online, trying to figure out which ones are the best. So every month, my team delivers on my desk these monthly product pipeline reports. And this is something that I don't know if Anthony and I will offer ongoing other than on this webinar. We're testing it. That's why it says fast action bonus there. But our staff does all the research, puts together these PDFs. They have the ads in there, the targeting that's recommended in there, the trends in there, every single thing I need to know about this product, and not just that it's trending, but how to market this product is all put into this PDF with the trends, with the demographics, with how many orders it's getting, example successful ads that I can look at. All of this information is here. How many of you in here would agree that if you had a team of experts delivering to you a product pipeline every single month, and it's not 50,000 products, it's generally 5 to 10 products that are really and truly hot, research with thousands of dollars worth of softwares we pay for. How many of you in here would agree that would be a massive edge and advantage that you might have? Just say yes or type in edge if you think that would give you a huge edge, right? So we get these every single month. You can see this in the account here. If we scroll, it's like every month. They deliver anywhere from like 5 to 10 of them. It's not too many because they're legit products. It's not just BS. And here's another example of what these product reports look like. It shows the ads, the Google trends. It shows if they're selling on Amazon, what the Amazon trends are, the Facebook targeting that's recommended for it. So you don't have to think about who to target. Is it women? Is it men? What interests do I hit? I mean, a massive advantage. And this is something that is not a $2,000 value. It's a $2,000 a month value, because that is what we pay our team and in softwares to accomplish all of this. So I can do other things other than do all of this work myself. That's called our product pipeline. The next thing is you want product flow, right? So we have this automated product pusher. And what it does is it pulls in the more viral-ish trending products from Zendrop, okay? And it categorizes all of them. Instead of adding one product at a time to your store, what we can do is hit add all. And immediately you have a full category of dog products, a full category of women's apparel, a full category of health and beauty products, right? So this is a really cool tool that in the heat of the moment when there's a trend, within 10 minutes, your store could have 50 products preloaded onto it, ready to start selling in that trend without you spending hours or days or just missing out on it overall because you don't know what you're doing and how to do it really quickly. So again, the premium route solves another big problem, which is the product pipeline with home run potential product reports and the product pusher. So you have product flow very, very quickly as you're testing other products. Next thing is training, right? How do you run an e-commerce store? So I had one of the top guys in subscription do a training, a full course for me called the e-com cheat code, okay? And it solves the problem of how do I run a real e-commerce business? And what this does is he walks through a subscription model. Think about it. If you sell an oil diffuser, right? Don't you have to buy oil for the oil diffuser ongoing? Say yes. If you would agree that if you have an oil diffuser and this thing sprays all this stuff, you got to continue buying refills. That's where the big success is. recurring. So what this course teaches is how to run an e-commerce store A to Z, but it teaches the subscription model, how to choose products that have recurring subscription purchases to it. So when someone buys the product, you get them into a monthly recurring thing where every month their credit card just bills, and you send them more oil diffusers, or you send them more lotion, or you send them more whatever it may be, more candles. People sell candles on subscriptions. So this is a really cool course that my buddy Connor did. And the next course is TikTok domination. It's no secret that TikTok is what's blowing up for e-commerce sellers, okay? And I have one of the top guys do a special training. We've never even sold it before, okay? We never sold it. We created it and we kept it pretty tight. It's called TikTok Domination. And it's how he builds ads and finds viral products and gets traffic from TikTok. It's short, it's sweet, it's to the point, and it shows how to use TikTok. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, I have no clue how to do TikTok ads. I have people I pay to do TikTok ads for me, and we pay them tens of thousands, like $10,000+ a month in media buyers. So this is a course that one of those guys that crushes it on TikTok did to show exactly how it is done. So the traffic problem is solved. You're gonna know step by step how to run the store, and you're gonna know how to get traffic with these two really hot courses right here. The next problem is, all right, the one thing that holds everybody back from getting started, maybe 1% of the people get through. Can y'all guess what is the one thing that even with everything that I just showed you, be it you take the basic route and AI builds your just basic store, which is still epic, or the premium route, even with all the cool fancy stuff, what is the one thing that holds people back from simply getting started? Anthony, do you want to take a big guess? Because you haven't even seen this PowerPoint.
I know. And, but I can tell you right now, I already know what I would say the number one thing is typically people don't get started because they never actually get started. The tech part of it is kind of over their head. And so they never move forward. They buy something, they're excited about it, but then they never actually take the first step to doing the thing that they bought, which is the whole reason why we put this together, was to make sure that people actually get off the sideline and into the game. You've probably heard that before, but like, you're never going to master football if you sit on the sideline and just take notes and watch, right? You're never going to be a good golfer if you don't ever swing a golf club. But you're also not going to be a great golfer when you first get started, right? I have a sign in my office, I see it every day. I made it, and it's to remind me that you don't have to be great to get started at something, but you have to start if you ever want to be great at it, right? And that is the truth for anything and everything we do in life. And I think that's the reason why we felt like this was really important, because the one thing that holds people back is simply getting started. And it's because you see a webinar like this, you listen to the training, we're trying to go slow, but I guarantee you in your minds, we're going fast. How many of you feel like we've gone fast? Say yes. We're going slow, but for some people it's sped up because it's all new. It's new stuff. It reminds me of my little girl. She's 3 years old, and my son is 2. And watching them learn things, and like seeing where she was a year ago and where she is now and how she interacts with the world is so different because she has the knowledge now, right? But when she didn't have it, she processed everything so slowly, so much slower than I would. And so I think for us, we're doing our best to go slow. But when you get off of here, it's like, okay, what's going to hold you back? What's going to stop you from doing this? And I think that's basically just the getting started part, Adrian.
Right. And so that's why we came up with the done for you store setup and launch with us. And that's why we haven't given you your account yet, because some of you are probably just going to simply not even do it yourself with AI. You're going to do it with us one-on-one. So this is something that we're testing that we've never offered before. Okay. It is a webinar exclusive bonus that is a fast action bonus, because we only have so many people that can get on the phone and walk you through this. But we have a done for you setup experience that we have put together. How many of you in here would agree you're better off and you're actually going to get started if you get on the phone with us and just literally build your store, launch the store, put the products on the store, set up the vendors, set up the payment, all with AI, but learn how it's done at the same time. Say, I agree in the chat box. So we're giving you 2 sessions because at this point you'll be launching 4 stores. Okay. So they'll launch your premium store and your Shine On store, because you would be getting access to all of the stuff that I've shown you should you decide to go the premium route, which we're going to show you exactly how to do that here in just a second. And they're going to make sure that you are off to the races. So the one big main reason that most people don't get started is because they get started and then they get paralyzed. Like, oh, I don't know how to do this next step, or what is this, or I'm scared. I talked to one lady that signed up 6 months ago and still hadn't launched her store. And I said, what the heck have you been doing for 6 months? You should have launched your store in 20 to 30 minutes. And that's kind of what gave us this idea is, well, why don't we just put it in the freaking hyperspeed for the people that need it and get on the phone with them and just launch it. So what this does is it allows us to deploy the stores for you. The Shine On store, the premium store, and literally within 20 to 30 minutes, your store is up and running. But then we're there to also navigate it with you, show you how things work, just really get you integrated so you don't get paralyzed and you don't stop, right? You continue to go, because where me and Anthony really accelerate here, where we win here, is when you get started and you keep going, because we have this 90-day window that you have to keep going or we don't even get anything from Shopify, right? We install the apps. We install the optimized upsell for you. So we have all your upsells set up. The vendors, they're all installed for you. Every key little detail, 100% is done for you and set up. So we set your store up for you. We put the products and categories on there for you. We connect you with all the vendors. We still got to get paid, because you'd be surprised at how many people set their store up and they're not set up to take payments. You got to set the store up so people can buy stuff, right? So you can actually get paid. So this kind of sums everything up right here, but there is one other thing that I want to hit real quick. And I know there's a link there that many of you are clicking, go into, whatever. We're going to talk about in a second. But the other thing is we have a no man left behind policy. I do these trainings every single week, where you can see I'm live right there. We go through products, we go through traffic strategies to keep you on board, because our goal is for you to stick and to stay. No matter what you buy, what you invest in, what kind of store you have, if you don't use it, nobody wins. So we are here weekly, me personally, not people that work for me, me personally. I take time out of my day and I put these trainings together and I stream and I do these trainings for you. So this is everything that is included right here. It is a lot of stuff. Anthony, would you like to sum this up real quick? I got to take a drink real fast because my throat's getting kind of dry.
Well, yeah. And I think I think for us, we don't make anything out of this unless you guys keep your store. So we've been using the free store builder now for a while. We're actually, everybody on here is going to get access to that in just a minute. Okay. Your account's already set up. We set it up while you were on here. So you all have access to go through and build your store completely free, just like we told you you could, and do it through the basic strategies. What we know is that if you utilize the things that we curated and put into this package, okay, and if you use these things with our team, okay, that's literally doing this for you. They're going in and deploying the store. They're getting the products on there. They're adding in the apps. They're showing you where the product pipeline is. They're doing a lot of this stuff for you. That's why we added this. There's a human element to this. That's why that part's not free. We have to pay the humans, right? But we're able to go in and do this and do it in a way that I think is going to benefit each and every one of you. And the next slide is going to show you, we actually went a completely different route in trying to figure out, okay, how can we make sure that each one of you could say yes to this? So before we even show you this, how many of you feel like you would benefit from doing it this way? Having literally getting on the phone with our team, hopping on Zoom, and having our team build all this out for you, install all the apps for you. Literally, when you get off, it's just like, here it's done. Now all you've got to do is go get on Adrian's trainings, walk through the things that Adrian says to do, and follow the course and the trainings that we give you. How many of you feel like that you would benefit from that? You get stuck in the weeds, you get stuck, even though you've got an AI store builder that will go through and do it, you still have to click the buttons, hook the thing up, connect it to your Shopify account. Like, you still have to put forth some effort. You still have to have a little tech savvy in order to do that, right? So I see lots and lots and lots of people saying yes. So we obviously have to spend a lot of money in order to do this. It's not free. We have to hire humans to go through and sit on Zoom one-on-one with you like this and build all this for you, right? So if you take this premium path, we're basically going to go in and have a whole team of people do this thing for you, okay, and get you set up. You can see all of these things. These are not little trinket bonuses we threw in. These are like, we hired someone to film a TikTok training. You know, we're not TikTok experts. Okay. We went in and we did an exclusive with Shine On to get you these better premium products. We had their team build and design the stores that are deployed. We had, these things cost money. These are not free things, right? This is not AI, in other words, doing this. This is humans doing this. So we have, there has to be some value on that, right? Because we have to go and pay those people in order to do this. But what we did do is we found some creative ways to make sure that every one of you would be able to move forward with this. So Adrian, I'll let you tell them kind of what we did and how it works and what they can do to move forward with this right now. There's a link that I put in the chat, and I believe Adrian has kind of shown on here, okay? It's live, you can see it on the screen, livestorebuild.com/enroll. There also might be a button that pops up that says join now, and there's also one in the chat that you can use to get enrolled. Here's the thing. Number one, if you get enrolled right now, what if I told you you could do it for just $83 today? How many of you would feel like that's a heck of a deal and something that you probably didn't expect, and it was absurd and crazy, right? For 83 bucks. So I see people saying yes. I got Charlie that just DM'd me. See, Dolly said yes. Just put yes in the chat box if you think that would be unreal. That is literally somebody getting on the phone with you or on Zoom and doing this for you, right? Well, the way that we can make that happen is we partnered with and we worked with a couple of other companies that when you go to the URL that we showed you, and Adrian, you can put that back on the screen. When we go to the URL to get enrolled, all right, there are different options available for you to purchase, all right? Splitted. This is something brand new. I don't know if any of you have heard of this. I had not heard of this until 4 days ago because I've been researching like crazy. Split allows you to use your credit card, but not pay in full today. So literally you can go to Split, you can put your credit card in and they will bill you once a month for 12 months. So you can take the payment, right? It's one single payment, but they will split it up for you and do it interest-free. Interest-free. So you can literally do this over 12 months interest-free. Klarna is another company. They offer financing. Okay. So if you don't have the available credit to be able to do it, so in other words, if you couldn't put it on a credit card, then you would be able to use Klarna to get enrolled. They offer financing on this that go up to 18 months. I think now it's 24 months. And what they'll do is you go through a quick process all online. You get instantly approved. You can be approved in the next 30 minutes, right? And be enrolled in this and get this, obviously be able to take this premium path. So there's two different payment plan options that are available for you if you don't want to put this on your credit card and do it one single time. Okay. Does that make sense to everybody? Just say yes if that's you. All right. Very good. So these are two great options that are available. Look, Split, I don't even understand how they do it because there's no interest on it, right? So you can go there and literally they'll only charge your card for $83 today. And yet you can, you'll be able to get access to the whole thing. Now, you're responsible for paying in full for this, right? It's not like you can just quit, right? However, you don't have to pay for all of it up front. And I think that's a great deal for those of you that would like to do that, okay? There's also the Klarna for any kind of financing that you need if you don't have it available on your credit card. And for those of you that do, you can just put it on your credit card, all right? Does that make sense? Adrian, go to the next slide. So what we've put together for you, all right, is one single payment. Adrian, can you go to the next slide? One single payment of $997 gets you enrolled, gets you all of this, gets you the bonuses, gets you everything that you need to be on the premium plan, right? We don't bill you monthly for it. We're not asking you for more money, but we are going to get on the phone with you and go through and build all of this for you. So we've eliminated all of the obstacles, right? If you're starting a store from scratch, you're going to get our team that's going to go in and do this thing for you, right? They're going to build it for you, deploy it for you while you're on the phone, okay? You need to find a hot product. Our vendors are going to give us the hot products and we're going to give them to you, right? We have access to an API that pulls in the trending products that are selling off these platforms that no one else has access to. If you don't have upsells, you're going to get Adrian's upsell software. You can also buy his upsell software for $997, right? We sell it all the time. There's a webinar running right now for that, right? But you're able to get it here included in this. If you want higher margins, the Shine On product, this is the best product on the planet. These are the products that are selling, you know what I mean? And these are the products that I think all of you should be selling. If you need products for future trends, the Product Pusher software is going to let you one click and deploy these products all over your store. And if you don't want to fall behind, you get access to our weekly trainings with us. We're here for you every step of the way. So this is a comprehensive, you're not on your own, and you're also taking advantage of every single thing that you can possibly take advantage of when it comes to building your store, deploying your store, and making sure you don't fall into the same bad habits of getting on a webinar, doing this, and then actually not taking the action that you need to take in order to be doing the thing that you came here to do, right? So Adrian, I'll let you take over from here. I'm going to answer questions in the chat. I know you have a fast action bonus, and then we're going to show you guys how to build your store for free, right? If you don't want to do this and you don't want to have, be a part of the premium plan or doing this, you don't have to. We're not forcing you to. We're showing you that this is an option. And here's why. Because one of the most asked questions in this chat is, can I just do the basic one now and then do this other one later once I've got my store up and running? Shopify doesn't let you install 2 stores on your account. So you can't do that. It's one or the other, right? So you're not going to go build a store, get that store up and running, right? And then go overwrite the whole thing. That would be ridiculous. You'd be starting over from scratch. So you have to pick above, like right now, which way you want to go. That's why we show you this before we give you access to our store builder, before you go and start doing this. That way you know what you need and what you have available to you up front. How many of you feel like that makes sense? Yes? Doreen says repost the link. The link is in the chat. There might also be a join now button somewhere also on the screen, but I'll post it back in the chat for you as well. So this gives you the option to do this. We have one fast action bonus I think Adrian wants to tell you about, and then we can move forward.
Yeah, so I must have missed it because there's so many slides I've built, but the other fast action bonus that we're doing here on this webinar, and honestly, it's not in there because Anthony called me and said, hey, I had this idea. This would be a great value. What do you think about adding it in? And I'm like, bro, I've built so many slides, like there's a lot of training here. And it really did slip my mind. But for those of you that are on now and decide to take the premium route, like right here, right now, because we don't know if we're even going to do this webinar again. We'll see how it goes. With the product pipeline is, if you'll recall, it's about $2,000 a month for us to run the product pipeline. That's where you get all of these reports and everything. Typically, that is something that if we sell, we're going to be charging monthly for. You will be getting unlimited access to it for those of you on this webinar that decide to take that premium route. So just bear in mind that those might not be available later, probably not going to be available later. And obviously the product pipeline is insanely expensive, but insanely valuable at the same time. So you'll be getting access to that. So that fast action bonus is going to end when this webinar ends, probably in about 10 minutes or so, just so y'all know. So if you want access to all of this stuff, go ahead, get in, and then we can start building your store either way. Another thing I want to add about these things right here is, listen, most people do webinars. They do these $997 webinars, $2,000 webinars, and they have all this stuff like this right here. And it's valuable stuff, but they're selling you a $1,000 product. They're trying to get $1,000 from you out of the gate because they're in business. There's nothing bad about that. Me and Anthony don't want to have to do that, right? There is a cost of doing business. And that's why we went and we found Klarna and split it. So essentially you could get started for $83 today, right? So for us, we're not getting $997 and we're telling you up front, hey, you can do this. And honestly, why would you not do it when you could take the rest of your money over a period of time and you could invest that in your business, right? I think that these are intelligent options, but everything that Anthony and I do is designed to help you as much as possible. But there is a cost of doing business. And guys, remember that this is something that 100%, if you're a complete beginner, whether you go basic or you go premium, you can still do, right? You don't have to be tech savvy to do this. Most of the stuff is made very easy, but if you're super scared, the premium route with all the stuff obviously is going to make things easier for you. The other thing is you'll have ongoing support at the premium level. I do my weekly trainings, yes, but we have a support box where you'll get unlimited actual support. It's me, Anthony, my closest team members in there. We have that no man left behind policy. So essentially, we could put out fires in the heat of the moment, throw you life rafts if you have some questions or you feel like you're drowning in something or you're paralyzed. We could bridge that gap. And that's one of the big things that we always want to be able to offer to everybody is as much access as humanly possible, as much access as possible to us, because again, our goal is to help you keep that store up and running because Shopify watches it and that's how we get paid by Shopify as well. And so for those of you that want to do this, you go to that link below. It takes about 5 seconds to sign up. Just put in your credit card details. You could choose if you want to do split pay, after pay, whatever it may be, or pay in full if that's what you want to do. And then we're going to get straight to building your stores. We'll be booking calls with y'all, booking Zooms with y'all, and we'll start that whole process with y'all of setting up all of the premium stuff, okay? How many of you in here see the value in that real quick? Just go ahead and type in value in the chat if you see the value in that. This is everything just kind of summed up right here that you're going to get access to if you choose that premium route. If you go the basic route, then we will be building you a store. It just is not going to be all of this stuff. So you're still getting a store. It's important to remember that. But we want to give you the options up front so you can choose. You can choose exactly which route you want to take. Sorry, I'm looking at the questions box. It's kind of freezing up right here. Where did it go? I'm trying to see if there's any questions I can answer real quick. Anthony, my chat just froze up. If y'all have any questions, you can put them in the chat. I'm going to try to restart my chat real quick because I know I see questions coming in. I just want to answer them real quick while I give y'all a chance to go to that link and get started. If you want to put some questions in the chat, which mine looks frozen, do that, and Anthony will handle them for a split second.
Yeah, I'm looking at the chat. I'll try my best to answer the questions, Adrian. And I was telling you that somebody asked me, did you see me get in? We won't be able to verify every single person because obviously we're on here and we need to move forward. But I did see Marie Evans. You were the first person to get in. So welcome. I think I saw you were on here. You've been on here like the entire time. So will the recording of this be available later on? Have no clue. We'll try our best to see if we can send out a recording of this to you guys as well. Gillian says, is it $997 or $83? So here's the deal. Just to be super clear on this, it's one payment of $997. The other option is there are payment options on the order form, like split it. If you split the $997 over 12 months, right, then obviously you're going to be able to get in for about $83 right now. So literally just be $83 that'll be charged today in order for you to get enrolled. And then they just charge you $83 a month. So they let you split it up and it's interest free. I don't see why anybody and everybody wouldn't do that, to be totally honest with you. I still haven't figured out how they make money doing that. That's beyond me because they don't charge you interest, right? The only thing I know is that we don't actually get paid. By the way, I'm telling you what the best payment plan, if you will, is, which is to use Split It, because unless you're just going to pay your credit card off immediately, because they don't charge you any interest, right? But they don't actually pay us the full $997. So that's one of the ways where obviously they make money is they're not paying us the full $997. They're actually keeping a good chunk of it. But we put it in there because we knew it would help people get enrolled. We knew it would help people have the ability to do this. And so we felt like, hey, even though we're not getting paid all of the money on it, it's perfectly fine as long as it allows everyone to be able to do this. Someone said the enroll page link doesn't show the other options. It does. They just load right there, literally right on the order form. So Adrian, you might could go to the link yourself and show everybody. But it does load. And I know this only because I've seen a couple of people that have actually already used it. Someone else just got in, Boone Complex. I don't know what your name is because you used the username there to do it. Adrian, I don't see, let's see, what do I get with the flex payments is the full price. Okay, so you get everything is the same. Okay, so Adrian's got the page loaded. Okay, so you can see right here, you get we're not taking anything away from you if you split the payment up or anything. We're not trying to we're just trying to help more people be able to do it. That's all, even though we don't get paid in full from this. So essentially, you can choose to put one payment on your credit card of $997. Okay, you can see that there. Adrian, click on credit card for me. All right, then if you have the available credit on your credit card, the $997, but you don't want to charge your card for $997 right now, you'd rather split it up over 12 months, you can click the bottom option called Split It. And literally all they do is check your credit card, make sure you actually have that available credit, and then they just bill you one payment. And that's it. So it'd be like $83. And then they'll bill you the balance every month, right? So you're basically splitting it up over 12 months, but it's interest free. So it just gives you more available credit to run your business. I don't know. It just makes sense to me. If you don't have $997 in available credit, then Afterpay or Klarna, they do like traditional financing, right? I don't know all of the terms and all of those things. I think it's different for everybody, but it's like a one click. You can get in, you can try it out, and you'll be able to get a decision and process literally right here, right now, okay, with either one of those. So both of those options are available for you, okay? So you get to choose. Noshi46 just got in. Have absolutely no clue who you are because you used the username. So I don't know, Jackie says I'm in, but I don't know, Jackie, if you're one of these usernames that I saw get in or what, to be totally honest with you, because this processing is using a new company called WAP. And you guys will see us talk about this in our training because WAP does something called clipping, which is video. It's just for traffic generation. But they also do payment processing. And they're the ones that offer all of these different things. We've never used them before. We've never processed through anybody other than our own accounts. But we decided that we wanted to try to offer all of these additional options for you because we felt like if we can offer all these options, we can help more people get in. And I know some of you are pissed and some of you have said, wait a minute, you told us you weren't going to sell us anything. I told you we would give you the thing that we promised you for free, and we have. In fact, listen, I'm going to show you guys that you're going to actually get the store that we promised you, right? And as long as you got a trial earlier, like we told you to, we're going to build your store. In fact, let me just show you something. I'm going to grab the screen, Adrian, for just a second, because I want to show everybody this because it's important. You're going to get access to this in just a minute. You're going to get access to the AI store builder. And this is it right here, right? Like literally all you have to do is go in and put in your first name, your last name, your email, and your cell phone number. And it's going to create your account to the AI store builder. We'll give you access to this in just a minute. And once your account is created, it's going to log you in, and it's literally going to be super simple. You select your store's color, so you get to customize this, right? So you're going to select your store's color, you're going to select banners, and then you're going to have our AI go in and do the work for you. It's literally going to then go and build your entire site. So we made you a promise that we would build your store for you, and we're going to keep that promise and do every single thing that we said we were going to do. But I think it's important that you all realize something, and that is that everybody's in the same place. Not everybody's in the same position. Not everybody's doing the same type of thing. Let me just tell you real fast, like the position that I'm in is a total different position than maybe Marie is in, even though Marie decided to get enrolled. And I see Charlie. I've been talking with Charlie in the chat a couple of times. Charlie might be in a different position. And here's the thing that's important. It is not bad if you don't do the premium thing. I don't know if you've ever heard a webinar where the person that's trying to sell you something said, it's not bad if you don't do it. It just isn't. The reason we put this together is, guys, we've been running this store builder for over 2 years. I think something like north of 400,000 people, 500,000 people have gone through this and created a free Shopify account. If I gave you the statistics and the numbers of the drop off, it would blow your mind. It's completely free. But the drop off from people that that get the free Shopify account, but whenever Shopify, to build your store, you have to have the one that's $1. And whenever they see that, they're like, oh, they're trying to sell me something, and they quit. Over $1. $1. Something you were so interested in. If you're really interested in running a business and you're serious about running a business, $1 should not stop you from doing it. But it does. And so then we offer the premium theme. And I can't tell you how many hate emails we get over literally, and we paid for the freaking thing. It isn't like it was free. We didn't make it. We disclosed that to you up front. It's not ours. We had to pay for licenses for it. And so why did we do all that? Shopify gave us data a long time ago that said the following. People that install premium themes and install apps in their store, and some of the top vendors, which would be Zendrop and Shineon, on their store, keep their Shopify stores longer. So why do you think it is important to us that you have all the things that you will organically eventually figure out that you probably need? It's important to us because it lets us know right up front that you have all the things you need. And those of you that move forward on the premium path, we know you are far more likely to keep your store for the 90 days. So that's the reason why we put our team in here. We have to hire people that are going to do this setup for you. We don't have a big team of people we've never done that. We have to go hire the people to do it. So yes, we could have charged $5,000 for this. And a lot of people do. How many times are you able to get on the phone with somebody that's going to sit there and do something for you, and it's going to cost you $1,000? It's very rare, right? It is very rare. Usually it's multiple thousands. Coaching people that do all this stuff for $5,000 and $10,000. We're literally trying to do it as cheap as we possibly can while still running a business, right? That can't lose money, right? We need to be able to at least break even on this so that we make our money whenever Shopify pays us. So that's that. Super simple. Do any of you have any questions? I see some of you saying, one of you said that the Split It was $332.23 a month. You just have to move your plan to split it over more months. You can just split it over 12 months. And then it's only $83. I think somebody else mentioned that in there. Do any of you have any specific questions about this plan? Because once we move on from this, we'll close this down. We won't have the fast action bonuses anymore. That's offering more sessions that we have to pay for with our team. So I know there's some people trying to process, and to be totally honest with you, we've never used this before. So we're not 1,000% sure how fast it goes if you're clicking on Klarna or Split It or anything. Is there anybody that's currently trying? Jackie says I got right in. That's awesome. Is there anybody that's currently trying to enroll right now and we need to wait on you to make that happen? I see Charlie says yes. Chris says yes. Hold on. I see Neville maybe says yes. Thomas Norman. Okay, if you guys could go through and do that now, because once we go to the store builder portion of this, I don't want to leave anybody behind. I also want you to be very clear on something, okay? If you purchased this program right here, if you went to this URL and you made this purchase, don't do anything, okay? Don't do anything on your own. We're going to do it for you. So don't go in there clicking stuff and move. I know you're excited. Don't do it. On the thank you page, after you purchase this, there's a button where you click to book a phone call with us. Did y'all see that? Okay. You book the phone call with our team. They will do this for you. You will not do this on your own. They will do it. And it's not like they're going to sit there and tell you what to do. They're going to do it. So that's why it says on there, it's a 1-hour phone session, because they're going to get on Zoom with you and they're going to go through the whole thing, install all the apps, show you where everything is, make sure you're not confused, make sure all of the stuff, right? The book a call button was literally right on the thank you page. After you process your order, it goes to a page that says, step 1, here's all of our support information. Write it down, pay attention to it. Here's your login URLs. And then step 2 says, book a phone call. There's a big calendar that shows up. Okay. So if you didn't see that, what I will do is after this, after this webinar, I'll send out another text message to all of you that got enrolled in this and say, hey, don't forget to book your phone call with our team, and put you back on the link. So if you closed it down too quick, it will allow you to get back on there and do that. So I think that's really, really important. And Thomas says, what if I decide I want to do it after paying? Well, that's just not an option. So, I mean, we're super blunt, right? We just don't have anything to hide. How many of you saw an earnings claim in this webinar? Just say yes if you saw us make any earnings claims. So-and-so made this much money. You can make this much money if you do this, that, or the other. Did any of you see us say that? Nope. Do you know how many more of you would buy if we had done that? Tons. Human nature. If you see that Johnny made $30,000 last month and Amy made $4,000 in her first 2 weeks, all of you would be buying this. But we won't do that to you. We will not lie to you. We will not hype this up for you and make you feel like because Amy did it, you can do it. We also won't use fake testimonials like 95% of these presentations do. We won't do it. You invest in this because you believe in the product, you believe in yourself, and you believe in the fact that we are transparent enough to tell you that we're going to do all the things that you see on the screen. That's it. Nothing more, right? And that's just the way that we operate. So obviously, if you enroll in this, and then, we spend the money to have the sessions to set up all the stuff for you, and then you decide, I don't think I'm going to do it. Well, I mean, we've already spent the money to do the thing. It's a service that we're providing for you. It's like getting your car, getting your tire changed. You can't just unpay for it after they change your tire, right? That's just kind of the way that we operate. We try our very best to be super transparent and very helpful along the way. And we also honor we walk a fine line, right? We're doing this for you for free, but we also have something that we'd like to sell you. We don't necessarily want to sell you this so that we can get rich. I mean, just being quite frank with all of you, we already are. We've been doing this for 20 years. We've made a lot of money. Our goal is to make you a better client for Shopify and make you a better client for this program by giving you all of these things. And some of these things just simply cost us money. Shine-On isn't free. It isn't free to have a developer full-time for Optimize Upsell because it breaks constantly because Shopify changes things. We're constantly having to fix that. It isn't free to have humans get on the phone with you multiple times and walk through and do this stuff for you. And in order to get somebody on there, guess what? I got to teach them how to do it. So it can't just be like hire somebody in the Philippines and pay them $4 an hour to do it. It has to be somebody here that learned and understands and has a full-time job doing this, right? So it's quality. It's a quality thing. And I just think that that's what we try to put forward each and every time that we bring something to our audience. And hopefully you guys can appreciate that and understand that that's why we've presented it in the way that we have. All right. Now I know there are a couple more of you that are still trying to get in. I want to talk about the free store builder real fast and give Adrian a chance to do this. I know that there are a few of you, like Neville said, I've clicked on the link and I've tried to, I've tried to put it in a new browser. It's not working. I already had an account prior to the seminar. I can't seem to pay now. Well, you didn't have an account with this because this is something totally different. So again, if you go to the link, it should just take you to a checkout page. It has nothing to do with Shopify. So I put it back in there. Maybe you were typing it in wrong. Again, sometimes there's a join now button that'll show up. You see the link here, and then there's one also in the chat. So you can go to any of those and move forward. Adrian, I don't know if there are any specific questions that you had. I know that I want to go over just showing people the actual store builder itself. And how that works. I think I've kind of covered all the people that get enrolled. Here's what's going to happen after your enrollment. You're going to get on the phone with our team. They're going to do all of this for you. They're going to set it up, right? Now, are they going to make you money? No. Are they going to run your ads? No. Does it say they're going to do that? No. They're going to get everything set up properly. right? Because we know that's the thing that holds most people back from actually doing the thing that they came here to do. And so we've paid people to eliminate this problem for you. Okay. That's what's going to happen on that call. When you go to that URL or click the button to join now, you'll be able to do that. Otherwise, you're going to go down the basic path. Again, we've told you 50 times, nothing wrong with going down the basic path. Simply means you're going to have a store that's a little more basic, doesn't have the same products, but still has great products. Isn't going to have somebody do it for you, but you can do it for yourself. All of you probably know where you fall off with these types of things, you know, and those of you that enrolled and went to this link or clicked the button and did this, you know, you're probably, you know, that this is kind of where you fall off and you benefit from this. So Adrian, I know you've got a couple more slides. Go through those and then we'll show them the store builder so that they can get in this. And I'm going to kind of look through the chat and see if I can answer the questions.
Well, yeah, actually, just a couple of things I wanted to touch on real quick to really give you all like a true understanding and why, if it's feasible for you, I would, you know, implore you to take action on this, and especially for a couple of specific reasons. I just want you to see like real stuff real quick, okay? Behind the scenes stuff. So with the product pipeline, where we deliver these reports to you, I'm just going to show one of these to you in real time right here, and I'm going to keep the link up so you can see it. Let me see. Okay, so here's a product report. Okay, here's one of the product pipeline reports that we have, and this is the wrong one, but it goes over the pet cooling bed, and it shows you every single little detail of this particular bed right here, the audience that uses it, that's shopping for it, the targeting that's necessary for it, the trends, the demand of it. This report right here goes over every single detail of this particular product, very much so like I'll show you right here back in the PowerPoint. I just want to show you why this is important too. So give me a second, because I didn't have this prepared to show you, but I think it'll deliver to you a really, really good understanding of the importance of these. So our team is going out every single month and it is getting these reports for you, okay? We're using tons of software that cost a lot of money to uncover this data. We're not just making it up. The trends, the Amazon sales, the ad copy, and all of this stuff. How many of you in here would like to see the tools that I pay for every month for my team, who I also pay, to go generate these reports? So you can just compare the value here. Just say me real quick. All right. So I see some me's coming in the chat. Now let me just show you real quick. I'm going to get the link back here so you can see everything. Let me show you the tool, some of the tools that we use. First off, in ZenDrop, which is one that you're all going to get access to. When you come in here and you say, oh, I want to add more products to my store. Okay, you can click right here. And in ZenDrop, when it loads, internet must be going slow, it's going to load 18,000 pages of products for you. And there's all sorts of products under all sorts of categories, okay? And if I get down to the bottom here, you're going to see there's 18,754 pages of products. This is where you're like, what the hell do I do? Like, what product am I going to advertise, right? What product is hot right now? You're really on your own. Now, for the price of, I think it's like $500 or so a year. Let me just show you real fast. I'll pull it up actually. They will give you access to their premium version of ZenDrop on their Plus plan. Yeah, it is $549 a year. And what that gives you access to is their trending products tab, which gives you, 2 to 3 pages of products that are trending right now per ZenDrop, okay? And it doesn't give you very much other than just a product like, hey, here, this product is trending. That's cool, great, but who's buying this product? Who's looking for this product? Where are the successful ads for this product that we could mimic, right? Okay, 18,000 pages of products. So what I do is I pay for a lot of different softwares. One of them right here is Jungle Scout. It is, if you're paying monthly, what you really need is the $149 a month plan. If you're paying annually, right, they give you a little bit of a dip to $1,500 a year to use this tool, and it pulls a lot of data from Amazon. The other tool that we use is called PIP Ads. You can see that I spend $263 a month alone on this software. The other software that my team uses is called AdSpy. It's $150 a month, right? So you got 100, I'm bad at math, but 150 plus, 260, that's $400, plus this right here, which is $129 a month. Now we're at over $500 a month in product research tools. I pay for these, okay? My team uses these tools among others, and I pay my team to go and produce these product pipeline reports for you, deliver them to you through an intense amount of research. So you have good products, ad examples, targeting examples, and everything to work with every month. So how many of you in here feel like for $997 or the $80 you get started with today is a dang good value opposed to $500 a month just for the software, not the time that it takes to go through all of the ads, all of the products, and put together all of the reports? Just say yes in the chat box if you can see the value there. That's just one single thing that we have here that I'm just showing you the real value in. So eventually, if you're doing this, you're going to say, okay, I need to do product research. I can't just do any, mini, money, mo on product reports. You're going to go buy AdSpy. You're going to go buy PIPI ads. You're going to go buy Jungle Scout. And you're going to say, oh, it's just $100 here, $100 there. But over the course of the lifetime, you're spending thousands of dollars a year just on the softwares that you don't even really know how to use. I've trained my team just to do it, pick out the best products, get me all the data, put it in these product reports, and deliver it to me that I get to share with you. How many of you in here, just another quick question, would agree that that alone, unlimited access to those product reports every single month, in and of itself would probably be worth $997. Just type in 997. If just one time $997 would be worth monthly reports pulled from $500 a month worth of software, not including employee costs, delivered to your desk, right? Or, to your digital desk. That's just one single thing that we have in here. And all of these I could go through. I could show you what is amazing about all of them and where that value is. Another good example would be Shine On. You all can access Shine On. You can go get Shine On 100%. The thing about Shine On is it's a print on demand custom company. So when you get access to Shine On, which is our premium vendor, and you go in and say, I want to sell acrylic signs, they're going to say, okay, epic. You can sell acrylic signs, Adrian. Here you go. You can sell these. How about this heart acrylic sign right here? All right, I'll sell this sign. Well, what do I put on the sign? What goes here? You have to have an artist create art, or AI create art, slogans. You have to put the design here. You see what I'm saying? You have to come up with the design that is on the product. These are all just placeholders. So if you were to go pay a designer that knows what converts to go in and create for you products like these right here that are gorgeous, that are proven, that are done for you, 100 of them, how many of you in here think that that alone would cost probably $1,000? Think about, them charging $10 to $20 per product that they create for you at 100 products. Just go ahead and type in yes in the chat box. I mean, this is just the real stuff that's going to happen as you start using some of these more premium vendors, right? So what they've done is had their designers create custom things for you, the journals, the plaques, everything. And this is just real value. It can't be faked. It can't be made up. This stuff is stuff that eventually, if you're using this type of vendor, which you will as you scale and as you run your business, you're going to want to use this. You're going to get here and say, I'd love to sell these acrylic plaques. They're absolutely crushing it. But goodness, I don't know what to put on here. I don't know how to even create the art that goes on here. But if I'm paying $550 a month for the spy tools, right, like Adrian's paying for, and I just want to go spy myself, let me show you something real quick. some of these products from Shine On. These are real ads that are live right now. I love doing this because it really shows you legit like what's going on here. Let me just find the filter here. So if I were to come over here and do a search on the acrylic signs, check this out. These are real ads running on TikTok and Facebook for the acrylic signs. This one's 67,000 views. This one has had right here. This one, 10,000 views. And as we go through this, we do some of this product research right here. Some of these acrylic signs that we'll find have millions and millions and millions of views. And we know that if they're getting views, that means they must be working, right? So go right here, acrylic plaques. Here we go. 303,000 views on this one, 264,000 views on this one. These are ads. People are like 2.4 million views right here on this. This is the same stuff that we're adding to your store done for you. These are things that are proven and they're already done for you by Shine On. That in and of itself is worth what the premium value is here, the premium cost, if you choose to go that route. And again, this tool is $200+ a month to even use this tool to see what type of stuff is working. This is where we get that data from. 2.3 million views, 3.3 million views. All of this is going in those product pipeline reports for you. So you're saving an immense amount of money right there. And that's why when I'm going through this, I'm so geeked out because I'm like, man, when I first got started, it sure would have been epic. It sure would have been epic if this was available to me. And financing payment plans and all that stuff for $80 was available to get started. I would 100% jump on it because I ended up spending a bunch of money on apps and softwares and all this monthly stuff. Then I made money. I started developing my own stuff. But here I sit and I'm still paying Jungle Scout, PIPI ads, social ad spy, among other things. So for those of you that really want to dive into this, but you're like, is the value actually there? These are not made up numbers. They are legitimate numbers. As a matter of fact, they're undervalued numbers. If you just were to look at the cost of the software to do your own product research, $2,000 is nothing. It's $500 a month just for the softwares to do it. So this is your opportunity to get in and have that done for you, where you don't even have to filter through the ads. You don't have to think about the targeting. You don't have to think about the products. We will deliver those to you in PDFs every month. You focus on running things and have everything that you need just delivered to you and automated on your store for you. So that being said, a couple of questions that I took the liberty of adding to the slides when Anthony was talking earlier is I'll just kind of run through them real quick, then we'll get started with the store building process.